Hi, my name is Kevin White with Taxa Outdoors from Houston, Texas. Today I'm going to show you our tiger moth habitat at the Outside Adventure Expo in Salt Lake City. The tiger moth is our smallest habitat. It's designed for 2 adults. Basically, the bed on the inside is the equivalent of a full-size bed. One of the things with our design is our main intention is for people to be able to tow it with any kind of vehicle without having to upgrade to a special truck or anything like that. Also, all of our habitats are garageable in a standard 7-foot garage. So with the tiger moth here, the dry weight is going to be anywhere from 1,300 to 1,500 pounds. The reason why we have a variation on that weight is we have 2 different versions of all of our trailers. We have an Overland model, which is the version behind me. Overland models basically replace a torsion axle with a timber and axle suspension. On the front, we change the 2-inch ball hitch out for a lock and roll articulating hitch. And we also upgrade the tires from a 15-inch wheel to a 16-inch wheel with a Cooper Discover all-terrain tire on it. The main feature functionality of the tiger moth is basically your ability to do everything outside. So we have a soft goods package that gives you an awning. It also gives you screen doors. You can see behind me here to screen yourself in when you're on the interior of the trailer. The one on the rear rolls up into the top here, so that way you can let yourself in and out easily. We have a pull-out kitchen that comes out from the back here. It's got some organizational storage in it. It also has a cover that turns into a work area. And we've got a cutting board for maybe the top third of the storage here. And then this bin, instead of organizational storage, is just wide open, deep, so that way you can put your pots and pans, larger kind of items in it. Since the tiger moth has no running water or plumbing, we put a jerry can on the back that gives you 5 gallons of water, just so you can use it for cooking, washing your hands, whatever you need to do while you're back here. There's a switch plate in here that allows you to turn on a few different LED lights around the trailer, and one of them is a light that lights up the camp area here for you at nighttime. So that's a valuable feature there. If we move around to the side here, you can see how the tiger moth features kind of a nice open floor plan if you want to look at it that way. So when you have the back hatch open and also the gull wing door on the side, you have a nice open view from anywhere behind you to the side. It makes you feel like you're outside even while you're inside of it. You never lose that outside or that camping feel. The screen door is removable. It just velcros around the perimeter of the opening on the interior, so it's really easy to take on and off. And the gull wing door has a couple of attachments up here, so that way while it's open, you can hang things from it with a carabiner or a strap, bungee, whatever you need to do. Let's move to the front here. The front tongue features a cargo deck with a little bit of separation between the front panel and the toolbox here. That gives you the ability to store something like an electric cooler or any other larger items that you want to strap down. The deck features multiple slots and holes, so that way you have multiple attachment points for bungeeing, ties, ratchets, whatever you need to do. There's a 12-volt plug here on the front that allows you to plug in your electric cooler. Usually people will keep their electric cooler on the inside while they're towing to their campsite, and then once they get stabilized and parked at their campsite and set up, they put the cooler on the front here and plug it in to the 12-volt plug. The toolbox on the front is just a stainless steel powder coated toolbox that basically is good for your wheel chocks, your extension cords, any of your kind of outside items that pertain to towing or any other gear that you want to put in there. This is the lock and roll hitch that I spoke about. So since this is an Overland, we've got the lock and roll articulating hitch. This particular part from lock and roll is a height adjuster, so that way you can change the height of your hitch based on the height of your receiver on your tow vehicle. If this were to be a standard model, it would just be a 2-inch ball hitch. Around the corner here, we've got a spare tire, which is included. That's a standard feature. This window in the front is a new addition for the 2021 model year. And what we do with this window also as an optional feature is if you want an air conditioner, we can replace this window with this small window with a window air conditioning unit. You do have the ability on the tiger moth to plug into shore power. So you've got your 30 amp connection here that goes down to your standard issue 120 volt plug extension cord. And we also have a solar panel plug right here to keep your batteries charged. The battery system and main power system of the Tiger Moth, if you're going to be camping off grid or doing dispersed camping, is 12 volt power. So underneath the bed here on the inside, we've got 2 Group 27 batteries that can be run parallel to power all your lights, your 12 volt plugs, and your USB ports. There is a USB port on the inside at the head of the bed for charging your phone and things like that. On the top, we also have load bars, which are an optional feature on the standard model. It's standard on the Overland model. They're great for your Thule accessories, mounting a bike up there. We also have the ability to adjust the load bars to the forward part of the trailer on the little cargo deck up here on the top, and moving the last load bar into the track gives you the ability to mount a rooftop tent. The Tiger Moth can fit a rooftop tent that's 56 by 48 when it's packed up, so you can basically put a 3-person rooftop tent or smaller on there to increase your capacity to a couple more people if you want to have some guests with you. Lastly, another option that we have on the Tiger Moth is this 5-pound propane tank. We had a lot of customer feedback that since one of the main features is cooking with a camp stove in the little kitchen area here, that nobody likes how fast the little Coleman green butane tanks run out. So we have a mount here that holds your propane tank onto the fender, and when you're not using it, you can use your regulator hose and deploy your propane tank to underneath the kitchen, so that way you have more fuel for longer staying power. That's pretty much the gist of the exterior of the Tiger Moth here. The interior of the Tiger Moth is pretty simple at the end of the day. This little dinette table is great for the daytime for eating lunch and snacks. It's just a post that screws into a mount on the ground, and the tabletop affixes to it. When you're done with that, at the end of the day and you're ready to go to bed, you can unscrew the tabletop, and this little couch right here just pulls the rest of the way to the side of the trailer here, and that's what makes out your bed. We do have a 12-volt vent fan up in the top, which is kind of an underrated feature in my opinion. It does a really great job of pulling air out of here and keeping the interior of the trailer cool when it's a nice day like today. And in the front, we've got some storage for the head of the bed for maybe a book. You can see a cup holder up there that holds a drink. And then we've got some plugs for when you're plugged into shore power. You can plug into 120 volt. And we've got a USB port and a 12 volt plug for when you're only running off your battery. There's a switch plate right here in the back that allows you to turn on various lights on the interior of the trailer and the outside of the trailer. And we also, again, like I showed on the front of the trailer and the side of the trailer, have multiple holes and attachment points. So that way you can hang a cargo net, get your bedding up out of your way during the daytime, do whatever you want to do there. For more information, you can visit our website at taxaoutdoors.com.
Bill Mann, Mammoth Overland, engineer. We're here at Overland Expo Mountain West. I want to introduce you to the Mammoth HV. It's a pretty revolutionary design for a overland trailer. You'll see a lot of aircraft influence in it, and that's because we're an aircraft manufacturer. We've been around about 10 years doing light sport aircraft. Last year, we were #1 in light sports deliveries, which is pretty cool. We're getting into Overland. This is our first year out, and like to walk around the trailer with you guys. We'll start up front. We got a big storage box that houses our electronics, battery, inverter. It's solar ready for you. We can upgrade to dual battery bank, larger inverter if you'd like. This trailer here is actually our prototype trailer that we developed and built in 3 months this year. Took it down to air show down in Lakeland, Florida, which that was a fun drive. Got good mileage on the trailer to make sure it's robust. We've got optional lock and roll off-road hitch, which is phenomenal. It's a really good hitch. Standard is a ball hitch. I should talk about price a little bit. $22,500 is your starting price, and that actually gets you a lot more than you expect it to with this trailer. Almost everything you see here on display is that base price included. The options we have are the off-road hitch, the tent, and then the solar panels. Everything else comes with the trailer. We've got the awning comes with it, roof rack, rock sliders come with it, including our electric fridge. That comes standard. We're also unique in that we have the largest cabin space of an overland trailer. If we walk over and check out the cabin, the mattress is actually a king-size bed, which is huge, a lot of space. So we're all family oriented. whether that be kids, dogs. We want you to take them with you on your adventure. You know, for me, I've got 3 kids at home and a dog, and I want to make sure they get out in the outdoors. So this trailer is going to do that for you. We've got a steel frame, which is coupled with the Timbren 3500 HD suspension. It's a phenomenal off-road suspension. It's so smooth on the street, and it handles really rugged terrains. 31-inch BFG KO2s on there. Electric brakes come standard with you. We can walk around to another huge differentiator from other trailers, and that's our swing out kitchen area. It's a massive workspace that you can set up. It all swings out. You've got 2-burner stove, sink, the fridge that, as I mentioned, comes with it. On the backside of the swing out is our on-demand hot water heater. We've got 21 gallons of water underneath your work shelf here. We've got pass-through cabinets, lots of storage space that you can access either side. You know, you're in bed, you want breakfast in bed, you can get it. You can grab a beer in bed too, if that's your thing. Lots of storage space, which is great. This all just simply swings in. You close the back and you're ready to get back on the road. Privacy shelter for your shower, bathroom, cassette toilet comes with it, standard again. So $22,500, it's a phenomenal deal, fully equipped, get you out there. What we want to do is we want you to come to us, pick up your trailer, fill it up with water, fill up your propane tank, and camp on your way home. That's what we really want you to do. Check us out on Instagram, Mammoth Overland. We're on YouTube, and our website, mammothoverland.com.
G'day folks, my name is Barry Henderson from Turtleback Trailers, and we're here at the Outside Adventure Expo in Salt Lake City. The sun is out, it's starting to cook, we're all sweating. Let me give you a quick walk around our booth and show you some of the products we got. Our flagship model behind me over here, the Turtleback Expedition trailer. We've been building this since about 2013, and it's been refined over the years to what we see here today. Full kitchen and galley in the back with pull-out stove, dual partner stove, sink, 42 gallons of water on the unit itself, and then, you know, industry-leading suspension designed with Icon vehicle dynamics underneath there to kind of keep everything towing right behind you. Tracks really well, and it'll take on anything that your Jeep or 4Runner or Tacoma will throw at it. On top, on this particular unit, we have a Bush Company Black Series tent, which is an amazing tent. Quick setup along with their awning. It's dialed in a matter of minutes, and you're out and enjoying your favorite beverage. A lot of storage inside the unit. This particular one is also built out with a dual lithium package, which is new for Turtleback, heading into that new technology and stuff, which is really great for those running refrigerators. The lithium setups have come a long way over the years, and we're excited, and it's going well with our product. So let's take a quick look. On the passenger side of the Turtleback Expedition, we have the hot water heater or water heater. And some additional storage. With the lithium setups, we're also running a 110 volt package to the back of the trailer, along with dual USB and your socket style kind of 12 volt sockets. The tent up top again. Inside, storage for all your camping gear. Also, if you're wanting to run a refrigerator, we have the Turtleback fridge slide, which extends all the way out. So if you have those bigger fridges, the Snowmaster 72s and so on, you can actually access both compartments of those bigger fridges off of the slide, as opposed to your typical slide that doesn't come all the way out of a Turtleback trailer. Molly panels on the door to organize storage, and organization is huge in the overland space. So having these features on a trailer is great to kind of get those smaller little bags, first aid gear, axes, shovels, whatever it might be, get them stored away and out of just getting bumped around inside, right? Coming around the front, max coupler, full articulating hitch, great for off-road. Turtlebacks are designed to go wherever your off-road beast can go, so may as well have an articulating hitch. Inside the main nose box of the trailer is all where electrical componentry is kept. Like I said earlier, this is a lithium setup, so dual lithium, rely on 100 amp hour batteries, so 200 amp hours of lithium power. This thing will keep you off the grid for many days. Shore charging, solar charging. Off the front of the Turtleback trailer, we have the shower hookup off the front with a quick connect, hot and cold adjustments. And then we also design in-house this pivot arm for your privacy tent, the 23-0 shower here, which will just swing out and then deploy down next to your trailer, giving you that space to kind of keep out of sight while you take a shower or whatever it might be. Or if you do take your beast where nobody else is, you don't even need these things. Short charging again, so you just plug in your 110, charge the unit, it'll charge up there, no problem. Driver's side over here, another MOLLE panel, organize your gear, and then access to this side of the storage too. If you're not running the refrigerator slide, you can do that and you just pack all your gear in. The nice thing about the Turtleback is that this area is accessible from both sides of the trailer. So on that trail, when things shift around, you're not diving into the trailer to try and access it and having somebody grab you by the ankles to get you out. It's right here, or you just go to the other side and grab it from that side. So easily accessible, easy to get to any of your gear that might be in there. Electrical brain of the trailer, you got all your lighting switches. These are all breakers and not fused. So if anything does pop, you can switch it. But exterior lighting, interior, kitchen lighting. Our favorite one, the turtle lights, which put out a nice green glow underneath the trailer at night. It's great, just as ambient light. So you're not tripping over any kids' toys or something like that when you come out of the tent in the middle of the night to do what you got to do. Safety circuits on here too. We run propane safety circuits on all of our trailers. The last thing you want to do is burn down the house, right? So safety circuits for all the propane. Water pump, 2000 watt inverter. The lithium setup runs a Xantrex Freedom X, which is a great inverter system. And then additional storage here to compartmentalize all your gear and kind of have everything has a place in the trailer as opposed to just bins of things just stored in everywhere, right? So you can kind of packet a trailer out so you know where everything is. You got your recovery gear, your safety gear, your first aid gear, everything packed in this spot so you know where it is and you can get to it in a hurry if you need to. Let's take a look at some of our other models. This one over here is our Getaway. So it's a lower profile trailer, a little bit of an entry level trailer, but a lower price point. Runs the same capabilities up front in the nose box with electrical. You can run lithium setups, dual AGM batteries, and go from there. It's more of a clam style kind of opening trailer to get to your storage compartments, are not as compartmentalized as the Expedition. You can carry your totes and your boxes and stuff inside the trailer. Gets it out of the garage cabinets and into a trailer. So at a moment's notice on a Friday afternoon, you decide you want to go camping, you just need food, clothing, back up, hook her out and pull her out of your garage and off you go onto the trails and forget about that week at the office, right? Hot water heater again. So you can have that hot water shower, 21 gallons of water in the Getaway as opposed to 42 in the Expedition. It has a quick connect water port on this side, hot and cold adjustment there too. So you can dial it in for the perfect shower while out on the trail. Kitchen in the back, again, the dual partner stove and a deep dish sink. And then you got all your storage on top, and the typical, any standard rooftop tent will fit on top of the Turtleback. The roof rack is designed to house any of the front runner wolf packs or cub packs will slide in underneath the tray, giving you ample additional storage where you maybe lose out of that storage with a heater and a smaller compartment. You add that with functionality in there and then label your boxes with your safety gear and that. So that's a great option too. Lower profile makes it also a little bit easier to get on those really rough terrain as the center of gravity is real low and you can go nuts with it. All right, and something special for us this weekend at the Adventure Expo is the trailer behind me. We are relaunching this concept trailer named the Adventure Trailer. Believe it or not, there is a trailer under this thing. This thing is designed to house the entire family, all those folks that do not want to climb a large ladder and get up into those rooftop tents, which are 6-7 feet up there. So let's take a look at this bad boy. I think this is going to be a game changer for us and the trailer industry. Same kitchen as the Getaway. We have a dual partner stove and a deep dish sink over here. So you can wash all your pots and pans and actually get them in there. It's actually a deep well sink and not just a little splash pad. And the burner there is great. Taking a look inside the trailer, it's obviously got a great awning that comes out, giving you protection from the sun and the elements. This can also be walled in, so in those foul weather, when it starts raining and the wind starts blowing, you can wall this whole setup in. And we've actually had our kids sleeping in this spot, which was great, and they enjoyed it. But come, let's take a look inside and show you the magic. Inside this trailer, again, a small ladder to get up into the master bedroom, if you want to call it that, where mom and dad sleep, hopefully, unless a kid comes up there. A large bed with a heavy duty mattress that doesn't fold. So you can actually get like a tougher needle or a standard, I believe a king size mattress will fit in here. Because it doesn't fold, you can get that same mattress you have at home, stick it in your trailer so you're sleeping just as you would at home. All this extra space inside the trailer, we're running a bunk bed camping system for our kids to sleep in here. Still giving us room though to sit if the weather, like I said, does go foul. Bring the kids inside, get the games out, start playing a little bit of Uno or something like that. Through the trailer on this side is another doorway. This can be enclosed too with a shower room, which we like to put the kind of the chemical toilet in there or porta potty, and have that for the girls to go and take care of their things and have a space to do that. So it's the chateau for sure. All right, a neat feature about the Adventure trailer is this extended version. So this is the extended trailer. It adds an additional 3 feet, but it gives us room in the small compact trailer to actually run a refrigerator. Snowmaster again can handle the elements, so it's fine sitting up front here in the elements, but this gives you 3 feet of space. On the other side, we've got the wolf pack or cub packs and the front runner boxes with storage there with the kids' gear in it. This can be a modular space too, so if you're wanting to run mountain bikes, e-bikes or something like that, this space can be done for that. So we want to keep this a little bit kind of modular for those customers to kind of build out as they want, with an enclosed box possibly in the future, or like this with the refrigerator, or just additional storage and some e-track or something like that to latch everything down. Off the front, solar capabilities on this trailer. So yeah, we're using a Zamp 100-watt panel, the new Obsidian. Fantastic panel to charge the system up and keep the drinks cold at the expo because it is warm, like I said. Something new for the Turtleback is the Cruisemaster DO35 coupler in the front, running a handbrake, and like you can see on this, it actually has a wheel on the front too, so you can manipulate this around the driveway at home into the garage real easy by yourself. I can do it alone, just push this thing around and manipulate it, get it into its little parking spot at home with relative ease. That is the Adventure, and that is Turtleback Trailers. If you're not here this weekend, we're sorry we missed you, but keep an eye out and see you at the next show. You can find us on turtlebacktrailers.com. Otherwise, you can reach out to us at info@turtlebacktrailers or follow us on Instagram at turtlebacktrail. And yeah, keep an eye out. We hope to see you soon. Stay on the trails and stay out of Wi-Fi.
I'm Ryan Shank, 7X Off-Road, the Torque, true off-road camper LS. We're here at the Outdoor Adventure Expo in Salt Lake City. This is more of an extreme, hardcore off-road trailer. Got the rock sliders mid-height, lower. It's full open storage underneath. The bed is a full queen-size bed. You can actually go down and buy a queen-size mattress, throw it in there. It's running 37-inch tires. They come standard with a 35, fit up to a 40-inch. It's got a 5,200-pound spindle. This is what we call a pantry. Typically run, your canned foods in there. Pull-out kitchen with your dishes. Set a barbecue up on here. Do all your cooking. We run propane, 5-pound propane tanks on each side. It's got a full-size 37-inch spare tire. Of course, your ARB awning. It's got a 3-axis hitch on the front that won't bind. Kind of got all kinds of options. Solar. We're running AC on this. It's got rock lights, interior and exterior lighting for all the storage pockets. Try to utilize every bit of space, dry bags in the pockets, gas cans, stuff like that. The other side has a open space on the side that typically put on shovels, axes. I think that's kind of about it. 7xoffroad.com, and we're also on Instagram, 7x_offroad, and Facebook, 7X Off-Road.
I'm Corey from Off Grid Trailers. We're based in Edmonton, Alberta, Canada, and we do an all-metal overlanding camping trailer. We have 3 models, the Switchback, the Pando, and the Expedition. All of our trailers are built to be off-road capable. We do a 265/70/17 all-terrain tire, your Timbren 3500 heavy-duty axle-less suspension. And so the first one I'm going to show you over here is our Switchback S model. It comes in two variations. We have the Switchback S and the Switchback R. The S is for side galley. You'll see you got the kitchen over on the side versus the R where it folds out of the back. So up front, you get a full pass-through storage with multiple doors so you can kind of reach in and get to all your gear, all your shelving and stuff. The drop-down kitchen on the side easily just folds down. You set your sink up, open your stove, and you're ready to cook. We have the 270-degree awning on this one. We also offer a 180-degree awning, which you can see on the Pando. So you got your barbecue grill on the back, your Xantrex inverter, shows you all the information on the battery. Your fridge is on a slide out, so it just tucks away and pulls out nice and easy. This is the standard 55-liter Dometic fridge. You can also upgrade it to a 69-liter Trumo with a dual zone, so you can control your fridge and freezer separately. This one we have the audio upgrade option, so you have your stereo with speakers. Drop-down shelves gives you like just some more cooking and prep area. You have a rack here. We put some holes in it. This way you can kind of like wet gear storage if you have like a wetsuit or you went for a swim and you want to let it dry out while you're driving around. You can just toss them on this and let the water kind of drip out, and there's a hole down at the bottom for drainage. So back here we have the on-demand hot water tank. If you come around, we have the outdoor shower. This one has the shower enclosure, which is an added option. Up front we have your spare tire, your propane, your max coupler, hitch, and a standard storage tray up here. You can load, whether you strap down your camping chairs, load up some firewood, anything like that, you just can toss it up front. That's the Switchback S. I'm gonna take you over to the Pando 2.0 over here and show you around it a little bit. So this is the Pando 2.0. You get the rear galley kitchen, your cooktop slides out, your fridge, your sink, plenty of storage up top. Everything slides out. On the side here we have this one again, we have the shower enclosure option added, a 180-degree awning. All of our fenders are rated for 450 pounds. So you can use these to climb up and get on the roof. You can jump on them, good and sturdy. Up front we have, this is the Truma 69-liter dual zone upgraded fridge freezer combo. Inside you can do your max fan. You can get the TV, that's an option. Your Xantrex inverters up here so you can monitor your battery levels and all that. We have plenty of storage. You can get your shelf up here. This is an added option. We have privacy shades on the windows. They just button right in. Keep it nice and dark inside for sleeping. So up front we have a spare tire option, big storage rack, that comes standard. In this cabinet you have your two 12-volt Canada-proof batteries and your inverter. You can get either a 1,000 watt or 2,000 watt inverter. Back here we have our hot water on demand system as well as a furnace on this. The walls of our Pando and Expedition are insulated, R9 insulated, so whether it's below zero and snowing or warm in the summer, like you can still camp in these things. So this is our Expedition 2.0 model. You get the drop-down galley kitchen on the side. It just latches in here, supports itself. You have your cooktop as well as your sink with the same hot water on demand system as the other two models. So if we come around back, what really sets the Expedition apart is all of this storage. These shelves, you can adjust the height so you can fit whatever bins or however you kind of want to store your gear. And then around this side, we got our propane tank mounted to the side. Again, the hot water on demand system, furnace. So up front in the pass-through storage box, we have a slide-out fridge. This one is the 69-liter Truma dual zone fridge freezer combo. So you can set the temperatures independently, have fridge or freezer or both fridge, both freezer, kind of up to you, depending on what your needs are. You got your two 12-volt batteries, your inverter. So inside you have your queen-size bed, plenty of storage, lights, your roof vent, everything you need to just comfortably sleep at night while you're out camping. So if you're looking for more information, you can find us at offgridtrailers.com or Offgrid Trailers on Instagram or your favorite social media channel.
Hey guys, it's Drew, your favorite janitor over at Rustic Mountain Overlanding. We're here today to introduce you to the newest product we've got out today. So we brought it to the Outside Adventure Expo just for you guys. We're here. This is the Yaka 48. This is our sleep-in camper, little micro camper. We're running Cruisemaster CRS2 suspension on this guy, straight out of Australia. Yaka is where we kind of got the name, means hard work. So kind of embodies everything we're about over at Rustic Mountain. We're using a 3/4 inch Plascor honeycomb resin material for the size. So we're keeping this trailer super lightweight. Everything comes in right under 950 pounds. You're able to sleep a 48 inch by 92 inch on the inside. Get you a 26 by 36 inch door. Front step to get all to your gear on the top with a roof rack. Our fenders from our original patrol trailer, very durable. We've cut those down, but you still step on them. The front of our trailer's got a tongue box. You come in here and you load up any refrigerator, Dometic slide, whatever you want to put in there. For an additional pull out, right here, throw your camp stove and you're ready to go. Stay under the awning, catch some shade. These trailers are gonna run similar to our patrols, either the lock and roll or the DO35, which is a matching coupler for the Cruisemaster CRS2 suspension. Up on top of our box here, you got a little additional gear rack, wet waders, anything you want to tie down that you don't want to put inside your camper or inside the tongue box that needs to dry off. Throw it down up here, strap it down, hit the road, and it'll be just your natural, your dryer for your gear. We're running 175 watt solar on the top. We'll run down into a 200 amp hour battery. We also have the Red Arc battery charger off your 7-pin. So you plug it into your truck as you're driving down the road, you're charging your battery. And then when you get off grid, you can hook into your solar and run everything through there. If you want to come around to the back, we'll show you kind of what it's all about underneath. Of course, on all our trailers, it's 2x3 square tubing. This one's a little bit more beefed up. We've got the 2750 Cruisemaster CRS2, which is 2,750 pounds gross weight. Comes with two springs and a coil. So nice little suspension to get off road and enjoy the ride instead of having a trailer bounce around on you in the Outback. 2-inch hitch in the rear. You can do a tow point, or you can throw your bike rack, a basket, anything else for additional gear. Anything a 2-inch hitch will fit, slide it on in, it's good to go. That 2-inch hitch runs through 3 cross members of this trailer, so it's super strong. On top, you've got a gear rack. We accommodate any gear rack that you feel the need. If you like Rhino Rex, Prisnu, Gobies, anything. We've got our rod vault. We like to fly fish, so we put our rod vault up there, and we've got an awning sticking off the side. But basically, it's a little micro camper, built to suit, great price point. Come by, see us, check us out on rusticmtnoverland.com, or check us out at rusticmtnoverland on Facebook and Instagram.
Hey there, I'm Jen Hudak, co-founder of Escapod Trailers. We are out here at Overland Expo West in Flagstaff, Arizona, and are super excited to have the Topo 2 on display for in-person viewing for the very first time. So we're just gonna talk you through the trailer and why we're so excited about it. For starters, this trailer is constructed of a single-piece fiberglass shell. The exterior body is all one piece, so no seams along the roof lines, helping to increase durability, minimize leaks, and that sort of thing. It has an infused PET core, which is what gives it its structural strength. So this is a bit bigger of a trailer than our original Topo series, but in fact weighs several hundred pounds lighter. So you're looking at about a 1,500 pound trailer behind me here. The tongue box up front, we've got some storage inside here. We were also aiming to get all of the mechanical systems inside of this trailer, again, with the focus on durability and longevity of your trailer, being able to use it for lifetimes, pass it on to generations. So your propane tank is up here, and then a ton of additional storage option. We've got L-track along the back. You can attach different anchors to this and then mount different things like shovels, hatchets, etc., and still have plenty of room for firewood, dirty, bulky things that you don't want inside the trailer. So you come around this side, we'll take a look at the cabin. One thing you probably saw from the outside was our gigantic stargazer window. So that is a 2.5 foot by 5 foot large stargazer window. It comes standard with a screen and a shade. It vents open completely, so you can get some nice breeze into the trailer. And then inside the cabin, we carried over some of the inspiration from our original Topo, bringing in the Baltic birch here on the cabinet faces, moving more to HDPE along the trim edges and the exterior entry points. So along the door here, we have a 5-inch utility space. We are calling this the mudroom. So if you've ever gotten in a teardrop trailer and asked yourself, what do I do with my shoes? We now have a solution for you. You can put your shoes right in here. It's a waterproof surface, really easy to clean, and keeps the dirt and debris outside of your sleeping space. We also have 2 nightstands flanking either side of the queen size bed. This is a true queen size bed, 6-inch memory foam mattress. There is wireless charging on those nightstands, cup holders, and a ton of storage behind the headboard. Inside the cabin, we have really nice LED light strips along the top. We have cabin heat from a Truma Combi unit. That's what's going to provide your instant hot water as well back in the galley. We'll get to that momentarily. You also have your control panels in here, so the thermostat for the Truma, as well as the solar controller, and all of your switches. So we have a power on switch for the inverter, for the interior lights, exterior lights, and then rock rail. So we just have some ground lighting that is directly integrated into the frame so that you can find your way back to your trailer at night if you need to go out and use the bathroom. And next to all of those switches is our systems monitor. So that systems monitor is going to give you a read on water levels inside the water tank. This trailer comes standard with 20 gallons of water on board. Also, instant hot water from that Truma Combi, like I mentioned earlier. It's also going to give you a readout on interior and exterior temperatures, as well as your battery levels. The standard battery option on this trailer is 100 amp hours lithium battery. You can upgrade to a 200 amp hour option as well. The standard fan solution in this trailer is a 4-speed max air fan. We also have a Fresair air cooling unit that you can install as well. Now behind me, you will see our convertible table. This collapses down and becomes a cabinet face, which I can show you around the other side in the galley. So that'll go into the right side of the galley along here. Closes up this whole space while you're driving. We have a 75-liter Yeti Tundra on lockout drawer slides. This comes standard. It can be upgraded to an ARB 63 fridge freezer as well. There is galley power that comes standard in all of these and just runs off that 12-volt system. Now on this side, we have a pull-out stove, really comfortable height for cooking, again on those lockout drawer slides. And then we have an additional drawer underneath that, slides out for utensils, spatulas, all that good stuff. Nice and accessible there. Then a few details up top. Again, carried this over from the original Topo, which is the convertible cabinet face that is actually a cutting board. In this model, we have hidden knife storage behind here. So all of these knives have a little magnetic insert, so you can always have your knives ready for a little bit of meal prep before you cook. And then there is, of course, a full-size sink, Ruvati sink, that is on board as well. We also have a hookup for a shower attachment right over here. And we even have some heat that blows into the galley, so on those cold nights, you can stay a little bit toastier while you're cooking. Now, one of the things that makes this trailer so unique, like I mentioned at the beginning of this video, is that all of the mechanical systems are on the inside. From the galley is where you will access all of those if you ever need to for service, to keep up with things. So behind this removable panel is that Truma Eco Plus Combi unit, forced air heat in the cabin and the galley, as well as your on-demand hot water. And then behind here, you will access the fuse box, the inverter if you upgrade to the inverter, as well as the batteries are in here. And then down behind the Yeti cooler is the access panel to the 20-gallon water tank. Now that water tank is also gravity fill, so you can access that over here, so you can fill that without access to pressurized water. You can take a jerry can, fill up elsewhere, bring that back, and refill your tank. On this side, you will see the Rome 6.5 foot by 8 foot awning. That comes standard along with the crossbars that are on top of this trailer. These podium feet are adjustable along the track here onto the integrated Mohawk. This does have an 800-pound capacity on top of the roof, so you can fit a really nice rooftop tent up there and pack a few humans in, because the more the merrier. Now, as far as ground clearance and suspension, this trailer, because we moved to that composite construction and the floor is composite as well, we were able to increase the horizontal stiffness of this trailer, which allowed us to reduce the frame weight, which is partly where we gain the difference in weight compared to the original Topo Series trailer. We also have the free ride suspension come standard on every single Topo 2. That is our independent suspension system with a trailing arm design and shock and spring. So that's going to control both compression and rebound as you are taking this trailer off-road. We have about 23 inches of ground clearance to the body on this trailer. If you add the undermount spare tire, the lowest point on this trailer will be about 19 inches. So super capable, ready for year-round use, and still provides a really plush, comfortable interior and more spacious feel inside. So come check us out. Visit us at escapod.us. We'd love to tell you more about the trailer and let us know what questions you have.
Tim here with XVENTURE Trailers. XVENTURE is made by Shutt Industries, and we are here today just showing you a little bit about our XV3. XV3 is the smaller of the two versions that we make. XVENTURE is a spin-off of a military trailer that we built. Shutt Industries has been building military trailers for over 20 years, and this is the huck bolt construction. All aluminum, no structural welds, which means it can flex and it won't break. We've been building tens of thousands of trailers for the military and never had a frame failure. So as I said, the XV3 is the smaller version. With both of our trailers, we start with a base trailer, so it's basically just a cargo trailer. And then you can start adding everything from water systems to propane to lighting, batteries. This one's got a slide out galley. The XV3 comes standard with a rear galley table that's a drop down galley table, and then you can add everything from fridges to basically whatever tires and wheels you want, up to 35-inch tires on this. It comes standard with electric brakes. It also comes standard with parking brakes. You can find more information by going to goxventure.com. Thanks for watching.
Hi, I'm Chris Brown with BRS Off-Road North America. We're looking at the Pursuit here. Pursuit's a little different. It's a hybrid Australian brand of camper, or type of camper. What we do different is we do everything plate aluminum. So everything on it is plate aluminum from the midway down. At the top, it's molded fiberglass with a honeycomb substrate. Even the doors, all the welds around the door, even the top hinge. It's all very robust, so it'll take the beating that you give it off the road. We do have Cruisemaster XT suspension with the airbags. This is your outside shower. So instead of taking the shower space inside of the camper, we slide it outside to not encroach upon the living space of inside of this 16-foot camper. So your bath shower's here. Walk around the back of the camper. Back here, of course, you have nice holders. You can put firewood or power cables where we keep ours here, or anything like that. The spare tire is hinged on the bottom. It's a full-size spare BF Goodrich TAKOs. It stores like this. So it's easy to change out. Just fold it down. What we have here is the annex on the BRS Off-Road Pursuit. So this is all proprietary. We build it in-house. It has its own frame. Sets up in about 10, 15 minutes. The first time we set it up was 15 minutes. Each time you set it up, it's quicker and quicker. But it's fully enclosed to show you the outside hybrid, what they call a hybrid kitchen or a hybrid setup. Hybrid in Australia means you can cook inside or out. On the outside, again, we have the Sizzler Deluxe. The Cruisemaster suspension system here. You can level the coach, get you extra ground clearance off-road. And level it. Once you level it, you can lay down the stabilizer jacks. You do have a nice cooktop food prep area. Pull out drawers. You do have fridge freezer on the outside. And again, excellent, solid, all aluminum doors. You have lights as well. Also outside, we do give you USB powered by solar panels, and then 110 by the inverter, and then USBs here, as well as a 12-volt accessory power point. Speakers outside. The enclosure goes all the way around. The gull wing door is super cool. Hit a button, unlock it. The gull wing door's open. Electric step. On the inside, we have a full queen bed. On the inside, it does have a full residential style mattress with a pillow top. It does have storage on either side of the bed, full length of the bed. The AC vents, it does have basement air conditioner. The basement air conditioner vents are on either side of the bed. It does have 110 inverter powered plug-ins as well as 12 volt solar powered USB ports. On the inside you do have dual fridge refrigerator freezers. So these are isotherm, which will get down to freezing. So you can use one as a freezer, one as a refrigerator, or both as refrigerators, depending on what you want to do. There's a pull-out table, built in, huge drawers for storage. Full countertop kitchen with 3-burner gas, 1 electric induction, small stove, microwave, full-length drawers, soft close. You do have an entertainment center with your TV, DVD player. It does have mech. Marine management system. You do have Truma furnace, Girard water heater, tankless, and then Truma Sapphire air conditioning. This is the inside of the outside shower that you saw the shower from the outside. This is a gull wing like the front door. It's half, it opens up. This slides out like a big tray. You reinforce it with some bars, and then it's full walk-in. Does have a light in here as well. So this is your shower. You can put the porta potty or composting toilet out here, or keep it in the basement. The water, the shower faucets here. We have a nice little holder up top or down below. It does have the same materials used in a type Zodiac boat material. It's very durable, very robust. Closes this section off for privacy when you want it. On the inside, we do have a stargazer window. Stargazer window is full length. It opens and closes. Does have a solid panel to block out the sun, light, and then a bug screen if you want to keep the bugs out. All this is carpeted, insulated. The walls are insulated. It's just a super robust unit. This particular one, we spent over 115 nights in this one. Traveled over 18,000 miles, and the only problem we had was 1 water pump failure. So it's very robust. It's an awesome unit. We tow it with a Colorado diesel. This one weighs less than 3,500 pounds. You can find us at BRS Offroad North America. You can find us on Instagram or Facebook, BRS Offroad _US, also BRS Offroad.US.
Hi, I'm Richard Bradford, and I'm with Bean Trailer. We're here in Salt Lake City, Utah for Outdoor Adventure Expo, and just wanted to show you around our booth. First off, Bean Trailer, we're different in the way that we manufacture our trailer. It's a one-piece fiberglass shell. The sidewall, the end cap, and the roof, it's all one piece. It's literally a boat upside down. Most other manufacturers are using sheet material for the sidewall and for the roof, and then they have an edge cap that carries over those 2 pieces. Over time, those edge caps are gonna break down, so you're gonna run into issues with mold, rot, warping. But with the Bean Trailer, because we have the one-piece fiberglass shell, we offer a lifetime warranty against water intrusion related issues. This trailer that we have here, this is a pretty decked out mean bean. This is kind of our middle of the road off-road trailer. Features a 10-degree pitch torsion axle, and I'll show you around. The other big selling point of our trailer is how much cabin headroom there is. We have a 5-foot tall sidewall. Most other manufacturers only have a 4-foot tall sidewall because they're limited to 4x8 or 4x10 aluminum anodized sheet material. But because we manufacture our own fiberglass, we can go 5 feet tall. Makes a huge difference once you get inside of the trailer. We have a full screen door that clips in. And so when you have this open, you can get a lot of cross breeze into the trailer. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go on the opposite side, enter in the door, and then I'll show you inside of the cabin. So the first thing that people notice once they get into our trailer is just how much headroom there is in the trailer. In traditional teardrop trailers, you have almost like a coffin-like feeling, really compressed roof line, and then you don't have very much leg space either. This is a full queen size. It's a 60 by 80. And then the other really nice thing is just the cabinetry. We have tons and tons of storage. And then we have pass-through cabinetry. So all 4 of these cabinets here in the center, they pass through to the galley side of the trailer, which is really unique within our trailer space. Up above, you have additional storage space in our cubby has LED downlighting and dual USBs. You've got a cubby here, cup holders, and then all of our trailers come with the vent fan. It's a max fan, 10-speed fan and exhaust. What we'll do is we'll head over to the galley side and show you the kitchen. And this is our Premium Plus galley. This is our most popular. This has an 18-gallon water tank with an aluminum skid plate. It has a rack out 45-quart fridge freezer. And then our very unique Expedition stove. This racks out. This is an 18-inch partner steel stove that folds out, and then it connects to the 10-pound propane tank here on the side. The mean and meaner beans, they all come with a stand-on fender here. Most other manufacturers, they're gonna have a big sticker on it that says not a step, but when we were designing and configuring this trailer, we wanted to make sure that the accessories were actually functional and beautiful. And the great thing is that you can actually step up on this, which is really helpful, especially with a setup like this that has a rooftop tent, to be able to get to all of the latches to be able to open it up. Really nice thing about the Bean trailer is that it does have a sidewall bracket system that can accommodate the Thule Pro bars. So you can accommodate up to 220 pounds of dynamic load on the roof. So you can accommodate a huge rooftop tent like the iCamper, which can support up to 4 adults up inside of it. Really, really nice to be able to have this feature on a teardrop trailer. So what we'll do now is we're gonna jump over to our Black Bean and show you a brand new product that just barely got released today. So we're super excited to be able to present you with the Black Bean. This is kind of a culmination of 30 years of design and engineering in the fiberglass space. One of the things that we ended up doing, this is a Bean trailer, but what we ended up doing is we totally reconfigured the actual shell itself. What we ended up doing is we ended up pushing the galley 12 inches forward for us to be able to accommodate some really, really unique and very sought after elements here in the rear galley. The first one is we have a full 22-inch partner steel stove here. This is massive. Most other teardrop trailers, they're only going to accommodate an 18-inch, but this is a full 22-inch, which is huge, and it doesn't have the full windscreen as well. This is removable, and what's cool about this, like today, it's great. You can cook on the outside of the trailer, but let's say it's raining and you want to flip this over. You can pick this up, turn it around, and now you're cooking under the rear hatch out of the elements. So in the Black Bean, some of the other cool features that it has is the rich light countertop. This is actually a recycled cardboard material that's compressed with resin. We also redesigned the galley so it has these large drawers, which is really nice for additional cabin space. And then we have this black stainless steel deep sink with our folding faucet here. On the original Black Bean, we had a table setup on the back that unfortunately had to be discontinued, but we're gonna have a lot of really excited customers in the fact that we have this new outdoor table that attaches to the propane tank, and we've got an AC plug here to be able to plug in any of your accessories, coffee pot, or my favorite, a little Traeger Ranger out here up on top. The other thing that we had a lot of people asking us for was for additional fridge space. On our traditional Bean trailers, what we have is a 30 and a 45 quart fridge, but everybody was wanting bigger and better. So we answered that call, and what we have is a Dometic 55 quart. This is the IM version, which has the little ice maker down below. But then we had those customers that wanted it even bigger. And so what we ended up doing on this trailer is we ended up building a front storage box that has a 75 quart dual zone fridge and freezer. So you can pick your poison in terms of what you want to have here. This box, if we come around here in the front, this has a dual one-up bike system, super secure, really easy to be able to pull off the bikes. The other really nice thing about this trailer is it has the front stealth window. You can see this, it's a curved glass that we have sculpted to be able to put along the edge of the trailer. And what it has built into it is we have a 140 watt panel that doubles as a front window cover. So that just clips in there. And so you're protected against any rock chips or anything like that that may impact the window. And you have 140 watts of solar there. The other big thing that we've asked for is additional power, and we've got it here. We've got a full battery bank of 4 105 watt lithium batteries. This has a 2,000 watt inverter built in. What we ended up doing is we turned this into a home backup. So we have a plug here up at the front where if the power in your house goes out, you can actually plug in here and be able to utilize the energy from your trailer and utilize the 2,000 watt inverter to be able to run anything here in your home. It's about half the size of a Tesla wall system in your home. So if we come in here, want to show you some of the new features. This is a brand new sculpted rock slider, brand new stand-on fenders, and then this has a 2-inch lifted Timberin 3500 HD suspension system. So this is the best ground clearance that we have on any of our trailers. Same door configuration that we saw, but if you end up coming in on the trailer, and I'll go around on the other side, you can pan around. So unique features here, we have a brand new laminate. This is a panel lam clear ash, just really beautiful. And one of the things that we did to tie it in is we have this really cool slat system up along the top that has the integrated recessed lights. Same pass-through cabinetry that we saw on the mean bean with the lower drawer system. And we're doing some prototyping and some testing on a really cool 2,000 watt BTU AC unit that everybody's been asking for in the small teardrop trailer space. But just a really beautiful design and really kind of the peak in terms of engineering and development here at Bean Trailer. So if you go to beantrailer.com, we've got a really cool configurator. You can look at all the pricing, all of the accessories. You can also send us an email at sales@beantrailer.com or give us a call. All of our information's on our website, beantrailer.com.
Hello everyone, it's Luke here with AntiShanty, checking in from the Outside Adventure Expo in Salt Lake City. We're going to take a look at our AntiShanty Pro and go through some of the features that make us unique and stand out from the rest. So this is the side kitchen box here. We've got tons of real estate for throwing in all sorts of different types of gear. You can put paddles, fishing poles, camp stoves, you name it. We throw life jackets, all the things in there. It's lockable. It is also sealed from dust and other elements. Standing under the awning right here, giving us a ton of shade. Really nice to be able to have a spot to cook and kind of hang out in, set up the camp zone. You can attach walls here to add additional space if that's something of interest to you. Going to wrap around the back end of the unit here. This is the back side here. One other thing that makes it very different than a lot of the other trailers on the market is the ability to haul gear. So we've put everything from couches to motorcycles to four-wheelers, you name it in here. If it can fit, it's a good spot. All these panels remove entirely. Integrated ramp slots in the bottom of the frame. And yeah, bring your gear, bring your toys. Another feature that's super unique about this is there is no wood in here. If you shake up a Coke and blow it off on the inside of there, you can easily just give it a hose or a wipe down, and it's as simple as that to clean it up. Also, instant awning with tons of room to walk under, standard on all the units. It's also the back door, 2 for 1 there. Yeah, wrapping around, we've got, this one's on 33-inch BFG all-terrains. Those are the tires we use for our off-road models. We do make a Subaru model that is a smaller profile wheel and tire. Another kitchen box here on the outside. And yeah, all the storage for whatever you need.
Another cool feature is if you go without the spare tire and without the kitchen box and without the AC, is you can fit two 14-foot sea kayaks or SUPs on the side of here without having to raise them onto the roof. You simply just bring it up, lash it down, and get onto the water. We use a Timbren independent axle-less suspension system, so you won't get hung up on rocks, and it's really smooth down the road. AC unit is integrated into the wall there. A nice step, you can put propane tanks, lash some gas cans down. Generator is a good spot for that as well. Another neat feature on this is the 4 independent jacks. They're an aluminum jack typically found on high-end nautical applications, so they're super smooth application, really easy to operate. And as we move into the front of the unit, another thing that's unique is the fully removable tongue. You can pull this out, put it in your vehicle, and leave this out in the woods as a standalone cabin, so to speak. It also helps for folks that want to keep it as secure as possible. It'd be really hard to get that moving without the tongue. Moving into the gearbox here, we have what we call the garage. The gearbox, this is where the brains of the operation are housed. We've got the diesel tank in there, the inverter, also the 200 amp hours of lithium ion batteries. And yeah, it's got space totally separate from the rest of the living quarters, so all the things you don't want to be hanging around are completely separate. Yeah, moving on into the rest of the unit here, you can see we've got solar on the roof, a roof vent up there as well. 270 awning. Actually, this is the 180 awning. We do a 270 as well. If you're interested, we can also do 2 180s, so one on each side. All right, so if y'all want to come inside and take a look at what's going on in here, we've got a queen bed up top. This typically stays stationary, and when the roof's folded down, this is ready to hop into as you pop the roof up. If you want to haul gear, you can remove all these panels like I mentioned, but what's nice about them intact is you can pull over without popping the roof. You've got a little teardrop-esque type space to crawl into and have a good night's rest. Arctic Tern windows have integrated blackout screens as well as bug screens. They're triple anti-pry latches are really nice engagement. Been super happy with the quality of those windows. And yeah, as I mentioned, there's no wood in here whatsoever. It's all aluminum. In here we've got the diesel cooktop and heater combo. It's a sealed combustion chamber that burns off all the diesel, no scent of fumes in here whatsoever, and does a really good job at providing dry heat for the interior of the cabin. I've had it down into the 15s, 20s in some super heavy weather, and it performs very well. What else? These are fully hard-sided closures, so wind, dust, elements, things like that, they do great at keeping those out. And yeah, it's a nice space to sort of relax in and escape. So you can find us at AntiShanty.com or on Instagram, AntiShanty USA. We also do some YouTube stuff. Thanks for watching.
Hey guys, welcome. I'm Paul with OPUS Camper here in sunny Loveland, Colorado, just south of Denver. And I'm here, I'm going to show you the OP4 unit today. We do also have OP Light, which is the smaller unit, the OP15, which is our hard-sided beast of a hybrid caravan, and we've also got an OP2, which is better for couples. It's a single fold-out and has a built-in bathroom on the rear. But today we're going to do the OP4, so let's get into it. First eye-catching feature is obviously this stainless steel slide-out kitchen here. 4-ring burners. I've seen some people cook some absolutely insane meals on this thing. Fit for a family of 6, which is what this camper can sleep. 6 people, 4 adults, 2 kids. 2 kids sit on the fold-down leatherette interior. I'm going to get into that in a second. We've got this 12-volt light here and here, so that you can camp outside and cook in the dark. You've got your stainless steel sink with a chopping board that goes off over the top of it to extend the usable kitchen space. You've got this drying rack up here, and all of this just pivots down. Very quick and very easy to set up. And finally, you've got the chopping board over here with the leg on it to give it all the stability you need to get into those steaks when you're getting ready to cook them. Finally, we've got utensil drawers obviously packed full of stuff because we're camping here this weekend. Lots of space for all the amenities that you need, all the knives, spoons, forks, whatever you need to get into those delicious meals that you're going to end up cooking for yourself, your buddies, or your family. All of this whole kitchen, you can pack it down inside of about 30 seconds or so. It's very quick, very easy to set up and pack down. And I'll get into that in a little bit later. Just moving down quickly, actually, I want to show you something that's pretty unique to the Opus. This is an add-on extra, and it's this motor right here. Now, if you've got a tight garage, like a 2-car garage, and you want your Opus to park safely in there, because it is short enough to go inside a garage, but it's next to your home vehicle, your SUV, whatever you've got parked in there, what this will do is it'll allow you to pick up a remote control and engage these traction rollers, that's these things here, onto this tire here. And then when you unhitch from your tow vehicle, you can utilize a remote control to actually move this thing around, park it in those tight spaces, get it next to your vehicle, park it in your garage. It's an excellent convenience feature for when you're trying to pack it all away safely out of street view. We've got the R15 tires here. We've got mud tires, perfect for that all-terrain off-roading that you need to do. These tow perfectly on a highway as well. And we've got a 6-bolt 5.5 bolt pattern here too. On the theme of convenience, you may or may not know this about us, but we are the only tent camper that doesn't use metal poles. We feel they are antiquated, and so we've come up with something much, much better. We utilize inflatable system, so you push a button, and through use of a 12-volt compressor that's built into the camper, this entire setup here, this main tent sets up in between 90 seconds and 2 minutes, and then the compressor will run for an extra 60 seconds or so, and it'll get it up to 6.5 psi. Now, for those of us that weren't here last night, it was blowing at about 60 miles an hour last night, and this thing, due to that 6.5 psi of pressure, stayed up, stayed rock solid. And so not only do you get the convenience, but you get the rigidity out of the unit as well. So when you are setting up, you've got your kids running around, all you've got to do, and I'm going to direct you over here now, is turn on the power, and then you're going to hit this button here. It's going to fire up the compressor. The compressor is going to inflate the tent, and then when it's fully inflated, when it's fully up to pressure, the compressor will shut itself off, and then you'll know it's at that 6.5 psi of pressure. So when it's fully inflated, like I said, it takes about 90 seconds to 2 minutes to get itself fully set up. And then built onto that, we've got this, if you can look up, we've got this inflatable air awning. Again, it uses the air system. All of this can pack down and sit inside this 10-foot box here. The box itself is about 10 foot long, 6.10 wide. And all of this space here, the exterior space and the interior space, and you'll see that in a second, will pack down and sit inside the unit. Now, this air awning adds about 60 seconds to the inflation time. So when you hit that button, you can sit back, crack open a beer, watch this thing do its magic, and then you've got to stake it down on the extremities of this air awning when it's fully inflated. And again, this is at 6.5 psi. That is a ton of pressure for something like this. It's very rigid. Come on by, give these air beams a squeeze and find out for yourself. The Opus, you see bright orange, beautiful bright orange color here, matches the t-shirt perfectly. We've also got 3 other colors. We've got a blue, we've got a black, and we've got a gray. And then sometime next year, we'll be coming out with a camo green as well for the limited edition versions, which are coming up. And then just going to direct you back to the control panel to run through some of the amenities here. Battery charge indicator down here, voltmeter and amp meter, so you've got full control over your power consumption here. Voltmeter there, amp meter there, so full control over exactly how much power you're using. We've got 2 100 amp AGM batteries inside of this thing. You can upgrade those to a lithium system if you so choose. We currently work with Battleborn. They put some of the best lithium batteries out on the market at the moment. We love what they do. Now, upgrading from AGM to lithium effectively doubles the quantity of usable amps. We advertise this thing as a 3.5 to 4 days of off-site camping. So when you put lithium in there, you technically got 7 to 8 days worth of off-site camping on power. So then it effectively removes power from your limitations. You then got to consider water and food, obviously. Beyond there, you've got a front water tank, which is 20 gallons, a rear water tank, which is again 20 gallons. And then you've got an optional built-in heater. We use a Truma Vario heat, phenomenal piece of kit, highly efficient. We've got anecdotally customers that tell us that they camp in this thing 15, 20 degrees, and it is icicles on the outside, warm and tasty on the inside. People camping with kids and have experience of this unit have no fear about going out in Denver in winter when they're confident with it. Great piece of kit. We love working with Truma. Again, highly efficient on the propane as well. Speaking of, you can put a 20-pound propane tank on the front. When you factor in the shower on the rear, the heater, and the cooker, you've got about 7 or 8 days worth of propane using this stuff constantly. So plenty of propane storage on the front. All right, I think that's most of what we've got on the exterior. So let's go inside and have a look at the space. All right, guys, welcome in. This is the interior of the OPUS Camper. The first thing you'll probably notice is absolutely colossal amount of room. Massive 8-foot ceilings. You've got 21 feet of front to back space. On the rear here, what we've got is a 2-person sleeper. On the front, we've got another 2-person sleeper, so that's 4. And then this leatherette interior with the red piping, beautiful, comfortable, can pack down to another 2-sleeper for kids. Or if you've got, an older kid, probably beyond the age of 7 or 8 or so, probably looking at being able to sleep one here. This table can move outside, so if you want to keep most of your living space in terms of cooking and eating and your family time outside, that can be positioned outside. And then this is the heater right down here and the thermostat right here as well. One pretty cool feature I'd like to show you guys is we build in a cinema screen into these things. It is optional, but it comes with a 12-volt projector, 300 lumens, so plenty of brightness. And you can project the movie onto this thing, sit down on the leatherette interior. Great family time. Good for those wet, rainy days, play some cards, watch a movie, phenomenal. And again, just to highlight it, these are the air beams here at 6.5 PSI. And then on the roof, what we've got is plenty of ventilation. So each of these top windows can be unzipped to allow the heat to escape. And then we've got a tropical roof over the top, which is good for keeping, that takes the direct impact of the sun, the hot air escapes, it keeps this thing kind of in permanent shade. It makes it much cooler when it's really hot outside. And then again, you've got windows on absolutely every single solid face here, so you can get ventilation front, back, left and right, and it keeps this thing very, very cool in the hot sun. And then you've got 3 12-volt sockets in here, so one over there, one at the back, and then there's also a dual USB over in this corner here, so you can charge up your phone, charge up your iPad and keep it rolling. And then you've also got a stereo system inside as well, so if you want to listen to some music, or as I mentioned before, you've got the cinema screen in here, connect your projector to the stereo system, and you've got surround sound for the movies that you're going to end up watching. Finally, I want to demonstrate the hot water shower on the rear of the unit. So let's go around, take a look at the cargo rack and all of the functionality there. All right, guys, inside here what we've got is EcoTemp hot water heater and this fold down Ironman ensuite. So we've connected this directly to this pivot over cargo rack. So when you're ready to pack up and go, what you've got is, like I said, the Ironman ensuite that pivots up into position. You've got this propane shower box similar to like a gun box, so they'll keep this water heater completely insulated. And you can also put 3 single bikes on here, so one here, and then one on the top there as well. You pack it all down, you swing the cargo rack over the top of the unit so it sits horizontally when you're traveling. Load up the bikes, and then you've got 3 bikes, a hot water shower, and still plenty of space for the actual cargo rack there. This Ironman ensuite shower is excellent. Plenty of room. You can there's a porta potty that comes with this unit as well. Put the porta potty outside, and you've got your hot water shower on the exterior here. And then finally, one spare on the rear there as well. So if you do get a flat whilst you're traveling, you're well taken care of with a spare there too. All right guys, on the rear here, we've got a solar port as well, so you can hook up a Zamp solar panel. Working with Zamp, they recommended a 140 watt panel. That puts about 6 amps when it's working efficiently back into the unit. When you've got the fridge on, when you've got the stereo playing, when you've got the lights on, you're pulling about 4.5 amps. So during the day, you're actually putting more power back into the unit than you are actually consuming. Again, you're going to need like today, a sunny day, and the panel directly facing the sun, so it's fully efficient. But you can keep this thing rolling on the power front for a very long period of time. That would extend out that 3.5 to 4 day offsite time period I was mentioning before. I want to mention some of the points of construction here as well. We use a alloy frame, which is powder coated to 1.5 mil. And that is put on top of a subframe, which is made out of steel. And we make the subframe out of steel so that as you're moving off site, it's bending and it's flexing. Steel flexes much better than aluminum does. Does. And so this thing is built to take an absolute beating off-road. We've got plenty of videos showing it over in Australia, going down gunshot where it's it's practically in a vertical position, and the thing just survives. It takes an absolute pounding. To kind of go into the wind speed stuff a little bit more and some of the testing we've done. At one point we actually rented a helicopter and we flew a helicopter about 2 meters above this thing. It's about 100 miles an hour of downward force, about 55, 60 miles an hour of side wind. We've got a video of that online. It's kind of insane to watch, and this thing just stays rock steady, no problems at all. And then we also got a fire truck in to blast it with 800 API of water. We had Graham Cale from four-wheel drive action inside the unit testing to see whether or not he was going to get soaked, and again due to the double stitched and interior insulation on the seaming here, absolutely no water got in whatsoever, so highly waterproof, highly wind resistant. It's also worth mentioning our actual suspension underneath this thing. So looking at the undercarriage, what we've got is protection on both front and rear water tanks, stainless steel diamond plating, and then a single coil dual shock suspension. It articulates independently, so when you are going off-road, one side of the trailer can take a lot of the force, whilst the other side is just riding smooth. And then on top of that articulation, it's well worth showing you our articulating hitch on the front here. So we currently work with Lock and Roll. We're looking to also work with a company called Cruisemaster. They make a phenomenal articulating hitch. So this side of the hitch here, guys, will pivot left and right, and then you've got the other side of the hitch that will clamp over this, and that'll swivel and pivot up, down, and so you've got this 360 degrees of articulation. And then this is the tongue with the propane, 20-pound propane tank and 2 jerry cans on the left and right, so you can extend out your water from 40 gallons to, we can add an extra 12 inside of there, say 52 gallons of additional water. And you've got a ARC 750 tongue jack on the front here. Best tongue jack on the market, very robust, very easy to use. And then we've also got an e-brake for convenience, so you won't need to utilize chocks when you're keeping this thing at the campsite. Crank this thing, unhitch it, it's going to be safe and ready to camp inside. And then a standard 7-pin on the front, and that will charge your batteries. And we're also coming out with Ironman DC to DC charger upgrade kit. So if you've got DC to DC charging on your tow vehicle, you'll be able to fully charge the battery whilst you're traveling down the road as well. And that's just been released. All right, guys, well, that's pretty much everything for the Opus Camper here at this point in time. Thank you so much for joining us, and thank you very much for getting us filmed and letting us show off the Opus Camper. At the moment, forward order sales are out till about April 2022, and those are rolling in at the moment. So if you are interested, please do get in contact with us through info@opuscamper.us, info@opuscamper.us. Our office number is 925-215-7315. We've got dealerships across the country, so that's inevitably where you'll end up purchasing. But we're here to help, guys. Get in contact with us, and we'd love to hear from you. Thank you very much.
Hi, I'm Bill Savage. I'm here with Offroad RV, and I'm going to show you the Sniper X9, which is the smaller of the two versions we've got. We also have a 12-foot, an X12, but let's show you the X9. Starts off on the front with the McHitch fully articulating coupling system, which is pretty incredible. It'll keep you from getting in any tough binds. Trailer and your car will work independently, so you don't have to worry about getting anything tied up. As we come around here, we've got a 500-pound jockey wheel, 2 11-pound propane tanks, and a full-size 33-inch spare tire that all comes standard. Coming around to the kitchen, it's a pretty simple setup. Open the door, pull out the sink, and then pull out the stove on this side. Nice 2-burner stove with a broiler, pantry for spices, whiskey, whatever utensils you want to put in there. The windows have 3 settings on them. They've got a full blind, a full screen. You can connect them together and do whatever percentage you want of either one. When you set the camper up, you undo the 2 latches on the back, you push the top up, pull the back awning out, and you're literally set up in 3 minutes, which is really nice. Comes standard with off-road 33-inch tires. We can also go up to a 35 if you need, and we can match your wheels with your tow vehicle. This side awning sets up in about 10 minutes. Doesn't have to be set up if you don't want it. If you want to leave it rolled up underneath the roof, it's a simple setup. Coming around to the back here, we've got a stabilizer leg that helps keep the thing stable. You can also level it side to side if you need to. The steps drop down. We've got a queen size bed on the inside. This model has the refrigerator on the inside. It's more of an upright refrigerator. We can also do a refrigerator in the side compartment over here that's a pull-out, a chest type. Can do both of them if we need. The queen size bed folds up, and you've got a table and seats on either side so you can get in and out of the weather. We've also got the enclosure here on the back awning so you can use it as changing space, as storage space. You can put cots out here and sleep a couple people so you can up your capacity to 4 people real easily. And then as we go around to the side over here, we've got portable instant water heater that feeds your shower and feeds your sink. So you've got full hot water capabilities for the shower and the sink. It's got 44 gallons of water on board, 2 22-gallon tanks. And you can switch. It's a pressurized system, so you can, when one runs out, you can switch to the other. Makes it pretty nice. Got the full enclosure here for your shower, and then we've got another storage compartment in the front. The electrical system is a 200-watt solar panel on the roof. We've got a 100-amp-hour lithium battery, and then we've also got a Red Arc battery management system, Manager 30, so you can monitor everything that's coming in, everything that's going out, and adjust if you need to. It's an incredible camping experience, super comfortable, easy setup, no work involved. It's wonderful. So you can find me online, offroadrv.com. We're located in Broken Arrow, Oklahoma, which is part of Tulsa. The campers are manufactured in Australia by North Coast Campers, and then we import them into Tulsa and distribute them out of there.
Hey, I'm Johnny Pratt with Rove Rentals, and we rent out these awesome adventure trailers so we can be your adventure hookup. So this trailer is the SO510 from Overkill Campers. Now the SO on this stands for slide out, which is probably one of the coolest features of any adventure trailer that there is on the market currently. So let's take a look inside. So we're inside the SO right now. As you can see, with the slide out open, we've got almost double the capacity on the interior, which is a really neat feature. So if you're having a meal with friends or family, you can come in, sit on the bench around a table together, or if the weather's bad outside, you can all be in here, enjoy a game of cards or whatnot, and be out of the elements and not just in here sitting on a mattress. So having the slide out feature is really neat for this trailer, and something that really sets it apart from others out there. Also on the inside, we've got plenty of storage for any of your gear, electronics, things like that you want to get to while you're in the cabin. We've got heat and outlets, USB, so all your power needs on the inside. And this table where I'm sitting with the bench actually will convert down into a small kid's bed as well. So if you need additional sleeping space on the interior, you've got some more options with that as well. So we'll go over some of the amenities here on the outside of the SO. Up front here in the storage jacks, you've got a Snowmaster dual zone fridge freezer combo. So the neat thing about that is plenty of room for all your groceries, and then you can decide if you need freezer capacity or just fridge as well. And then up top, just more storage space for all your gear that you want to bring along with you. So then on this side, we've got our kind of kitchen prep area. So this slide out comes fully out of the side of the trailer. You've got your sink, some workspace prep area, and then also a cook partner stove. So you can be here cooking your meal and have quick access to your fridge as well. And then out the back is kind of your kitchen storage area, an additional prep space. A few neat features out here is you've got a pass-through to the interior of the cabin. So if you're back here making drinks or meals and the weather is bad, you can just simply pass it through to people on the inside. You don't have to get out and walk all the way around. You've got an additional prep table as well. All of your cookware and utensils are stored in these aluminum Zarges boxes that slide out. Neat feature about that is it makes taking your dishes inside to clean when you get home easily. This is a pretty neat BrewTrek coffee kit that they built for us as well. So you've got all your coffee supplies in the back, and then additional storage for all your groceries up top here in the cabinets. And kind of one big benefit of these overkill campers that we work with to rent out is that it's all made out of a composite material, so there's no wood to rot. Keeps the weight down as well. Super lightweight trailers. So like the TK, the SO also comes equipped with a Free Spirit rooftop tent. And one neat feature as far as access for the tent on the overkill camper is we've decided to mount the ladder to the front storage box. That way you can climb up and get access to the tent from here. So that was the SO 510 from Overkill Campers that we at Rove Rentals rent out, so you can show up with your clothes, your groceries, everything else is on board. You guys can have a good time. So you can find us at roverentals.com, on social media as well, Rove Rentals on Instagram. So appreciate it and have a good day.
Hey guys, this is Daniel here with Terracraft Outdoors. We're at Overland Expo Mountain West, and we're going to go ahead and walk you through some of the features of the Outpost. So at Terracraft, we make these trailers, and we'll start from the front and kind of work our way back and go through some of the features. So at the front here, we have a removable hitch coupler, so you can actually pull this pin and pull it out, and this comes right out for security purposes. If you want to leave camp and you want to leave your trailer behind, this is great for that. We offer a off-road articulating hitch as well as a standard hitch, and those just slide into place here in the same 2-inch hitch coupler. So moving our way back, we have our tongue box here. On the outside, it's massive storage space for all of your gear. You can put camping gear, you can put trash, whatever you need to haul around. It's a great spot for that. It's ample amount of storage. On the sides here, we have our running boards and fenders. So these are a kind of multi-use thing, but the main reason is they offer a great way to get onto the roof, as well as offer body protection for the vehicle if you're going down some rough roads. Those are great for that. We have full running lights all around the trailer. Moving up kind of in this area, we have our extra wide doors. These come with insulated window covers as an option, and these also open and have bug screens and can be fully open to allow airflow through the trailer. On the roof, we have a max fan, so that's perfect for having these open, and it really helps cycle air through there when it's really hot outside. The rooftop tent is CVT. That is also an option, and that mounts to our Rhino Rack roof system, and there's many options that come with that as well. Coming on back, we have standard all-terrain tires and steel wheels. These come standard on all Outposts, and they're great for trails and any place you can go, really. They are 28 inches, and we can accommodate up to a 31-inch wheel as well. We have timber and axle-less suspension for the suspension, and we've had great experiences with that. The ride quality is really, really great, and it's perfect for our application here. The fenders and the running boards are all step rated, so you can step up on them and get up on the roof, and it's a super durable paint finish as well. So in the back of the Outpost, this is our galley. This swings up on these hinges, locks into place down below. Inside the galley, we have on a locking drawer slide here. Standard is a Yeti cooler, but there is the option to upgrade to an electric fridge that runs off the vehicle's electrical system. In the middle here, we have ample amount of storage for pots, pans, cooking utensils, and these are great size, so you can fit all sorts of things in there. We also have featured our oven, which is from Camp Chef. This is an optional upgrade, but standard we have just a straight up stovetop. And then underneath here, if you don't get that, there's room for more storage. On the inside of the galley here, we have these walk-through cupboards here. And so those are great for storing food, storing utensils, storing pots, pans, whatever you need to, and you can access it from both inside and outside the trailer. The front plating here is all aluminum plated. This is for look and also for durability. They're super durable and very easy to clean. On the countertop here, we have a stainless steel food grade countertop, so it's great for meal prep or anything you want to do there. Down at the base of the trailer here, we have our rear leveling jacks. These are great for leveling out the ground when sleeping or just when you're at camp and you don't want to be on uneven ground. It helps a lot. This is kind of our propane system location. So the propane connects to the whatever cooking feature you have back here, as well as it's wired into the trailer so that it can reach the propane heater, which heats the entire cab when you're in cold weather. On the side here, this is the hot water heater / shower, and this is an option as well. It's featured in this steel enclosure, so this closes when you're on the road, and it hooks up to our water access down here below. So it's a fully pressurized water system. There's a 26-gallon tank mounted up underneath the frame of the trailer. We have these quick disconnect ports down here. So you just plug them in and turn on the water pump here, and then you have pressurized water for any time you're at camp. And to fill, there's a quick connect that you plug into here. It mates to any garden hose connection. So welcome to the interior cab of the Outpost. So this features a custom queen size mattress. This mattress is 78 inches long, and so it's just a couple inches short of a normal queen. Moving to the front of the trailer here, we have our custom cot. This is an option. It's great for small children or dogs, and it's easy to store. You basically just pull up on it and it just rolls right into place. If you don't want to use it, and it just stores right up there, or you can just take it out completely and remove it if you don't have any use for it. On the front here, we have two small shelves underneath if you're sleeping with the head of the bed up on this side rather than down that way. And then also we have these dual USB charging on either side of the trailer. So moving up towards this way, we have our large storage cubby here in the middle. This can function as a storage place or as a desk if you want to use it in that way. And this actually folds up and stores at a place with the locking nut right there. And then it just drops down and stores like that if you want it kind of in cabinet mode. There's more storage down here at the bottom, and then these are the interior of those pass-through cubbies that we looked at the on the exterior of the galley. There's a really large storage shelf up here on the top. We internally refer to it as the attic, but it's a great, super large, you can kind of just throw things up there that you don't want to be kind of down in your living space. On the left side over here, this is kind of our control panel. So at the top here, we have the Propex heater. This is the propane mounted heater, and this has a kind of thermostat control. So at nighttime, you set the temperature just like you would at your house, and it'll maintain the temperature in the cab all night long. Right below here, we have our you can click through the metrics of your solar. This is a Bluetooth enabled system, so you can check everything from a smartphone app as well. And then down here is lastly the switch for the inverter. It's just an on-off switch, and there's a normal house outlet right here to plug in anything you might need. Charging from a house outlet. And lastly, over here we have two controls. This is the dimmable light switch. There's LED lights on the ceiling here, and then outside there, this is the switch for the floodlight on the outside of the cab, and that just can really brighten everything up at nighttime. All right, thank you guys so much for joining me on the tour of the Outpost. You can visit our website at terracraftoutdoors.com. Our Instagram handle is also Terracraft Outdoors, and same with our Facebook. Thanks so much.
Hello, my name is Mandy Lee, and I am with Nucamp RV. Nucamp makes a series of teardrop trailers and a truck camper, so I'm going to quickly show you the smallest unit that we make, the Tag. The Tag's great because it's lightweight, comes in just over 1,200 pounds, really well built, rugged, and has lots of clearance, so it's really great to take out there on the road. Up front here, it's got a nice platform where you can strap anything you might need, extra water, gas, generator. It's got a very rugged tank here up on the front where your battery and propane can sit, plenty of room for other supplies as well. And then finally a little extra platform up front because we can never carry enough stuff, right? As you come around to the side, it's got a door on each side, so it's really easy. If you've got two people, you don't have to crawl over each other. The bed is almost a queen size bed, so it's really roomy. It also comes in a wider version. You can get a 5-foot wide or a 6-foot wide version of this. One of my favorite things about these units is that they still feel really homey and comfortable when you're in them. It's got all Amish built wood cabinetry. It's got a really huge, nice skylight window with screens that both have a blockout shade or a screen when you open the window. It comes with a ceiling fan and, believe it or not, air conditioning. Around the outside, you can see they've put on really rugged steps. They don't move, they don't go in or out. That will allow you to access the top, which has a Yakima rack on it, so you can bring bikes or canoes or whatever along with you. There's also a flex solar panel on top that comes with the Boondock package. And of course, as we move around the back of the unit, we have the kitchen, which is really awesome. You can have a huge space out here to cook. A lot of people will put a tent up over the back of the kitchen just to protect against weather. You can get a microwave as an option. If you don't want the microwave, you can replace that with a cabinet. It's got a sink, 2-burner stove, and of course it comes with a Yeti cooler that slides in and out. So it's got pretty much everything you need for a fun, comfortable camp trip. You can find more about the Nucamp trailers at nucamprv.com. I also personally make a lot of videos about the Nucamp trailers. If you're interested, my YouTube channel is Mandy Lee Photo.
Hi, I'm Robert Reeve with Hiker Trailer. We are here at the Overland Expo right now and showcasing just a couple trailers. Our trailer on this side is just an entry-level rig. The one directly behind me is our new mid-range XL. The XL comes in quite a few different colors, can range under $10,000. It really just depends on what kind of accessories. This one's pretty loaded. It's sitting in at about 21 with the accessories it has on it. It does have a fridge box and solar, water tank underneath. This particular trailer has an Escapod inside of it, which allows you to have a lot more options in your electrical and can allow you to turn some lights on and off and do some remote management of your electrical system. Lithium battery controlled. Ends up having a 3,500 pound axle underneath it with a 31.5-inch tire, a 265 tire. The mid-range XL and pretty much all trailers that we sell are a queen size bed inside. They are a camper queen, they're a little short. When you get into a 9-foot, and we sell an 8, 9, and a 10-foot trailer length in the XL in this model. This particular one is a 60-inch wide bed at about 82 inches in length. So plenty of length in the bed area for someone that's over 6 feet tall. It has, like I said, the shower on the side, a little bit bigger tire, plenty of room inside to sit and be comfortable. So the mid-range XL comes standard with one shelf on the lower part and a shelf on the upper. This particular customer added side shelves and drawers and a lithium battery in the rear. Ends up having a pass-through and a pull-out tray in it. It just allows you to have some extra area to, like a prep surface. Has drawers that slide down on the side, a great coffee cup. It happens to be there. It just gives you some different options. We try to keep it pretty simple and not have too many add-ons unless a customer wants them. And again, you start at a base entry price, and then from there you can take it up and add more things on it. So if you want to buy a $10,000 trailer in this, you can. If you want to buy a $20,000 rig, you can, and anything in between. But it's up to you on what you spend your money on. We are located in Lafayette, Colorado, which is, we're at Overland Expo right now, which our shop is about 25, 30 miles south of here, which isn't bad, like I said, in Lafayette. You can find us at hikertrailers.com and go to our website, fill out a quote request, get some more information about Hiker Trailer.
Hey there, I'm Jen Hudak, co-founder of Escapod Trailers. We are here at the Outside Adventure Expo in Salt Lake City, Utah. I'm going to give you a look at one of our trailers. This is our original Topo Series trailer. It's kind of a classic teardrop construction, aluminum and wood materials with a vinyl finish on the outside here. One of the key features on the Topo Series trailer is our galley. It's one of the things that our customers report loving more than anything. What you're looking at is the standard galley setup on a Topo Series trailer. So it comes with a 2-burner ENO stove. You've got a 6,000 BTU burner on the left and an 8,500 BTU burner on the right. Everything comes with a standard 65-liter Yeti cooler on 500-pound locking drawer slides. So you just push in those yellow levers, slide that in out of place. Got a nice larger drawer down here, fits pots and pans really nicely, and then a nice silverware drawer up top. Everything latches into place and locks in place when you are in transit. One thing you might notice is missing back here is a cabinet face. That's because we found cabinet faces were just totally annoying once you were at camp. They just always seem to be in the way. So we repurposed this cabinet face and actually turned it into a table. So this has two different mounting options. On this side, you can mount it onto the fender. Makes for a really nice kind of counter height space for additional prep space for the kitchen. We often set this up as a little dishwashing space with the on-demand hot water heater. This is an add-on option. So there's a 21-gallon water tank underneath, and then this Gasland instant water heater. Everything here that you're seeing, so the stove runs off the propane, this water heater runs off the propane. Standard battery on the Topo Series trailer is a 12-volt deep cycle battery, 88 amp hours of power. Another great addition is the Light Leaf solar panel. This is a Canadian company. They've custom made this carbon fiber solar panel. So this unit is only 3.5 pounds. This is a 100-watt panel. It will charge your trailer while you are driving, just through this port here. It also has a 12-foot extension cord, so you can simply remove this panel, set it up in the sun, keep your pod parked in the shade, and you're still gonna get all the solar gains that you need for your system. You'll also see underneath here are our C-jacks. So we have rear stabilizers that come standard on all Topo Series trailer. We also have a 2-inch rear receiver here, so you can put your bike rack or an additional storage tray if you're wanting to increase storage capacity on your trailer. We recently switched to galvanized finish on our frame. So it's 2x2 steel. We galvanize it after our team welds it, and then it comes back up to us to go into the assembly shop where our team will build out the rest of the trailer. What you're looking at here is 17-inch Mickey Thompson wheel with the Trail Country EXP tire, 31-inch tire on there. This trailer is one of our rental fleet, so you can actually rent a trailer from us out of our headquarters in Colville, Utah. Really get an experience before you commit to buying it. This has a standard torsion axle. An upgrade option for the suspension is our free ride suspension system, which is an A-arm design with a coilover shock and spring. Works really, really well. You'll gain a couple inches of ground clearance with that, as well as 5 inches of independent travel on each wheel. And then a few other details here. All of our trailers come standard with crossbars, a 6.5 foot by 8 foot awning by Rome, 4-speed max air fan up top. Our trailers are insulated. They have 1/2 inch insulation in the walls and an inch and a half in the ceiling and floor. So these do really well year round. The side doors, one of the vulnerable areas as far as insulation is concerned is obviously the window. So we designed a blackout insulated window cover. It helps both keep your trailer cooler in the summer months so that it doesn't heat up during the day with the sun beating through the window, but also will keep it warmer in the winter by creating a little air pocket between the window cover and the window itself. And then inside the cabin, we have just a little bit narrower than a queen size bed, 5-inch memory foam mattress. Quite a bit of storage and a really smartly designed cabinet structure that allows for ergonomic positioning really. So when you are rolling over in bed or sitting up and you pull your knees up, there's space for your knees to clear the cabinet while still kind of optimizing the amount of storage space that you can get inside there. We also have a little headboard storage area behind the pillows, as well as a dash behind your head. So there's USB charge ports that come standard in there. A nice LED light strip along the back, and then of course our standard 9-inch by 41-inch stargazer window. All of those are standard features. This is an add-on. Our full-length door screens are an add-on. And then if you come around front, this steel tongue deck is a standard option for the Topo Series trailer. You can add a 160-liter storage case on here. So this is by Rome. This is one of their rugged cases. Tons of storage here. There's also a MOLLE panel that can go on the lid on this unit. So really nice storage option for up front, watertight there. This has been upgraded. The battery system has been upgraded on this trailer. So there's two 6 volts in series that create that 12-volt system and provides 224 amp hours of power. And then kind of final detail, I guess, is the tongue construction up here. So we've made this so that the coupler is removable. You can use an articulating hitch on this or a standard 2-inch coupler. This acts as it's kind of dual purpose. One, theft prevention. If you remove the coupler, put it in your tow vehicle, and then put a locking hitch pin through here, it makes it really difficult for people to roll off with your trailer. The other thing that's great about this is that it keeps the overall length down, so a lot of our customers can very easily fit their Topo series in the garage. This trailer, the base model, starts at $19,750. As we've seen it today with those few add-on features that I mentioned, it's right around $25,000. Yeah, made in Utah. You can learn more about the Topo 2 and the original Topo series trailer on our website at escapod.us. You can also find us on Instagram at Escapod Trailers.
It's Tristan with Cedar Ridge Campers. We build adventure trailers for overlanding, and also we do build highway trailers also. But featuring here at Overland Expo, we're doing our off-road trailers. So anyhow, we'll show you around. This one is our All-Terra model. It's All-Terra XL, which is basically a little bit bigger than our just base All-Terra model. So up front here is just a large storage compartment, which you can option to put a slide in here for a fridge. We have a water heater mounted here on the side, which you can hook up to our water port here and have pressurized water. There's a 40-gallon water gallon tank up underneath inside here, along with AGM 100 amp hour battery. You can also option it for lithium. Here's your total power system. This is your water gauge, voltmeter, and also the 12 volt and your breakers and switches. So everything's all right there as far as the electronics go. Jack here is for stabilizing. Just remove it from here, mount it down here so you can stabilize it for your rooftop tent and also level out your trailer. Moving around back here, this is our deluxe kitchen is what we call it on our All-Terra. And it features upper cabinets along with a stainless steel countertop. This one does have the stove, which slides out the side here. And then there's also 3 drawers in this. This all slides away. Tucks in there like that. So around this side, we just have a large storage compartment up here. And then on the front door here, it's just another access to that through storage compartment where you can house your fridge or whatever gear you prefer to carry. So talking about our rack system a little bit, we have a base. It comes with a rack that's just fixed crossbars. It's 4 fixed crossbars, about 8 inches off the top of this. This is our adjustable rack, which you can adjust the height to. This customer wanted to have room for kayaks underneath, so that's what these bars here are for. All the All-Terra trailers come standard with the max coupler, articulating hitch, and also tongue storage up here also. If anybody wants to find us, we have a website, cedarridgecampers.com, and also social media, Facebook and Instagram. It's both at Cedar Ridge Campers.
Hey, my name's Artie. I'm with Expedition Trailers. We're out here at the Outside Adventure Expo, and I'd love to give you a quick walkthrough of the Voyager 1 trailer. Kind of starting at the front here, we've got a ton of storage and a great way to get up onto the roof of the trailer for setting up the tent and whatnot. We also have a fresh air inlet here for the heater, and coming in here, that keeps the inside nice and cozy, especially in those cold fall and spring nights. There's a ton of internal storage. Up here we've got a lot of cabinetry and electrical up here with 4 USBs and a 12-volt socket right in the corner there. Great insulation, so we've got 2 inches of insulation in these walls. They're all 1/8 inch aluminum with 16 gauge aluminum on the inside, all LED lighting and dimmable on the inside, which is super handy, especially when you're changing at night, you know. But where the trailer really shines is back here in the kitchen. So as you can see, this kitchen is incredible, right? The all pulls out, telescopes out, and it's 11.5 feet wide, which is huge. You're not gonna find another kitchen like this on any teardrop trailer out there today. Propane range, sink, kitchen organizer right here. Little details really set this apart. And one of those is like this little spring-loaded, you know, paper towel holder, which doesn't seem like a lot, but it's incredible. When the wind is blowing, it keeps those babies in place. The other great thing is the storage in here. So we've got a huge 5-inch deep shelf with a cutting board, removable cutting board on top. And then what's super cool is this the ability to access the storage areas from all sides. And you can even use this right here as a nice dish drying area that will just, you know, drain into the sink. Again, here's some of more of the storage, plenty of room for whatever you're bringing. Up top here on the back, and you don't have to worry about all your stuff falling down because this folds up and keeps everything nice and secure. Also allows for the fridge freezer to slide in. And one of the really cool things while I'm under here, or while we're in here, that I'd love to point out is we use the RedArc Red Vision system and dual batteries. We do have a lithium ion option right here. Super awesome because not only does it maintain your batteries, but it also allows you to see what is going on in your system, right? How much power you have, how many days remaining, your charging. You can look at your charge rate per hour of your solar. It's super, super handy to see what's going on in your system. So you have the peace of mind of knowing where you're at, you know, when you're out in the middle of nowhere, right? So you can also use the handy dandy RedArc app in order to control all the circuits and monitor your water level and all of that stuff, charge state. So we can lock out the system, we can turn lights on and off right here from our phone. Super handy, really cool. So, smart trailer. So one of our options is the 75-liter dual zone fridge. You can make these fridge freezer or freezer freezer or fridge fridge if you want. And what's really great is on a day like today when it's nice and hot, grab an Otter Pop, right? It's kind of hard to have frozen stuff in a normal cooler. So the other thing we offer is a rooftop tent. Tons of space. If you've got a large family, you can fit everybody in, right? And one great thing, if you want to come on in here, I'll kind of show you the heating in this trailer is incredible. So we use a Webasto Evo 40. It's got a diesel tank, and it's got not only heat on the inside, but also we have a heat port on the outside. So we can hook up a, you know, some ductwork and go from this heat port right here, right up into the tent, keep everybody nice and toasty on those cold nights. And then that kind of brings us over to the shower and the water heater. So we've got water heater right here that you can either use for the shower in this enclosure or back at the sink in the kitchen area. The construction on this trailer is awesome. Like I mentioned before, it's all aluminum. The only thing that are steel on it is the rear bumper and the front tongue, and 1/4-inch aluminum base frame with 1/8-inch aluminum everywhere else, including the roof, which is pretty awesome because you can get up there and walk anywhere you want. And then everything is put together with using rivets, high-strength rivet fasteners. And if you want to learn more, visit us at expeditiontrailers.com. Thanks for watching.
Hey everybody, my name is Hank. I am reaching out to you from Overland Expo West in Flagstaff, Arizona. This is Campworks. We are located in Longmont, Colorado, just north of Boulder, and this is our Nomadic System 1. I want to take the time to kind of show you around our build real quick. So I'd say first things first, we are an all-electric unit. We are solar powered. We are really just trying to expand that all-electric adventure. We have a 400 amp hour battery on board, a 3,000 watt inverter, 240 watt Nishadi military grade solar panels, and everything you see is electric. So I'll show you the kitchen box first. Easy clip on, flip up. Got the kitchen set up. We have 2 induction stovetop burners right here, a pop-up sink for you. So very universal, on-demand hot and cold water as well. Quite a bit of storage underneath as well as inside the kitchen box. If you'd follow me real quick, I'll show you some of the add-ons. So we have a signal booster right here on the side for the digital nomad. We also have a Wi-Fi router on board as well. So if you're ever working off grid, you actually have the access to do so. We have plug-ins on both sides to charge the camper itself, as well as bigger appliances. Right here, you'll see our ventilation system. We have one on each side just to kind of recirculate that air inside. It's very well insulated throughout, so definitely being able to ventilate that a little bit more. As you come inside, very homey feel. We have a full queen size bed on board, our control panel on the inside. We have a heater as well as AC on board. We have about 4 cubic feet of underbunk storage on both sides, as well as 8 cubic feet of storage throughout the cabinets. You will have reading lights, cabinet lights, mood lighting on the inside. We even have a step light for the exterior. Tons of space and room to customize. We are able to do different wood choices on the inside, different fabric choices, as well as different exterior colors on the outside. And then if you want to come over here, we have a front runner rack where we're able to customize that. We have a table on the inside, a Thule Tepui rooftop tent. We offer a lot of different varieties. We love Thule. They put out great work there. So a lot of stuff to mount everything on top of the camper. And then we have a Snowmaster cooler right here. We love Snowmaster, we love Dometic. We have a DC plug-in on the outside for very efficient cooler use. We have a very strong steel trailer, and then the body itself is going to be a single piece composite body made out of fiberglass, wildly durable. That's going to run a little over 3/4 of an inch, and then 2 inches of insulation throughout. And then if you want to follow me, very easy to use jack. We have a lock and roll hitch, works very independent. And adding to that kind of independence as far as your vehicle to the trailer, we have a timber and axle-less suspension on board as well. Very, very independent, works very well as you're pulling it off-road. You can find us through Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, TikTok. We're on all social. You can go to campworksco.com as well, or reach out to me directly. I'm Hank. You can reach out to Hank at campworksco.com to answer any questions. Would love to talk.
I'm Tim Oakes. I'm with 2 Extreme Off-Road. We're based out of Salina, Kansas. Been in production of these trailers for the past 7 years. We're here at the Overland Expo Mountain West, and this is our 60-inch trailer. We have a working tailgate on this. This is all 12-gauge construction, and the tailgate is 14-gauge construction. We use all stainless steel fasteners. One thing about our trailer that's different from a lot of people is we make it in components. And say you're out doing a 4-wheel drive expedition and you tear up a fender or something, all you have to do is call us, we'll send you a new one. You got 5 bolts, you can put a new fender on. We also manufacture these trailers for the military. Everything is rhino lined that you see in black, and all the rest of it is green powder coat. And that's our standard color. You can also get them in white and black. Equip this one with a retract lid, and it slides back and forth so you can get access from the side if you need to. And we also make a cover for ourselves that's just all solid steel. Heavy duty rack. You can put a kayak on top of this, a tent, whatever you feel is necessary. 35-inch wheels. We have a timber independent suspension underneath it. And as you move to the front here, this trailer is equipped with a generator. They all come standard with the front rack, so you can mount anything on there that you'd like. Some people put batteries in there, some people use generators. This is a pintle hitch on the front of this. You can get a ball hitch or a max coupler. That'd be the 3 options. This is the standard option, is the pintle hitch. So you can find us at 2extreme.com on the internet, twinoaksindustries.com. We're located in Salina, Kansas.
Hey guys, it's Johnny Pratt with Rove Rentals, and we want to take you around to show you our trailers. So here at Rove, we rent out full-on expedition trailers. These trailers are manufactured by Overkill Campers out of Bend, Oregon, and we provide you guys with the opportunity to try it out, rent it out, and not have to own one, store one, that sort of thing. Or if it's something you're interested in, it gives you a way to try it you show up with your clothes, your groceries, everything else is ready to go on board for you. So this model here, this is the TK47, which TK stands for Trail Killer. So as you'll see as we walk around, it's super rugged, lightweight, nimble, made to be able to go pretty much anywhere you can get your vehicle to go. So out the back, as you can see, we've got the rear hatch opens fully up. It's got a drop down table as well to give you some more workspace, and then some storage underneath. We've got a little slide out, give you another prep space and cook area as well, and then access to our water and battery storage underneath. So one of the probably the neatest features that's noticeable on this trailer, the TK, is this gull wing door, which is pretty neat because it opens up and almost doubles kind of the working space and size of the trailer, so it makes it feel a lot larger than it actually is. So you can see here, close the whole side panel of the trailer. You've got your window with screen and sunshade capacity, and then a normal standard door if you just want to access through there. But otherwise, you can pop up the whole side and have full access to the interior of the trailer as well. So once you've got the side of the trailer opened up, you can see here you've got a nice area to be able to climb inside, sit down, take your shoes off, access all your control panels. You've got propane onboard heat as well, and this model comes with a drawer fridge. And then when you're ready to convert it to sleeping, you got a panel to drop in, and then you get a full platform bed as well. So a few other neat things on this trailer is you've got a pass-through to the interior cabin of the front storage box, so that's great. You don't have to get outside if you want to access your gear, clothes up front, as well as if you do have a very small child. People have used this as a little bunk for an infant or small child as well. And then we've got additional custom storage bags to store any of your electronics, other gear you want quick access to on these custom panels from Overkill on the wall. So another reason why this is called the Trail Killer or TK is, as you can see up front here, we've got this high breakover angle on the tongue of the trailer, and that just gives you a lot more clearance when you're climbing over obstacles on the trail, having to maneuver and pivot up and down. This really helps out with clearance on the trail. And then up front, we've got our storage boxes. We've got on-demand hot water shower inside, and then plenty of room to store all your gear that you're bringing along with you. And then lastly, all of our trailers come fully equipped with a Free Spirit rooftop tent. So these models have the Odyssey hardshell, which makes setup super quick and easy and gives you additional sleeping space for bringing along friends or family. So that was the TK47. Really appreciate you taking the time to check it out. I'm Johnny with Rove Rentals. Head on over to roverentals.com on our website or social media to check us out and send us any questions you have. Thanks.
Nick Taylor. I'm with the Boreas Campers Owners Group, and we're at 2021 Mountain Expo West. So this is a 2019 Boreas XT. It's a hardcore off-road teardrop trailer. It's got Timbren independent suspension, so it's got tons of ground clearance, easy to take off-road. One of the great features about this line of campers is there's no wood whatsoever in it. It's all composite panel, aluminum, and steel. So on the outside, we've got some add-on jerry cans for some extra water. There's also a 20-gallon tank underneath the trailer for washing dishes, fresh water. There's a generously sized toolbox where we can pretty much put whatever we need. Pretty much everything that we need to take to camp fits within the toolbox. Dual AGM battery system set up with solar panels to charge. Never run out of power. As long as the sun's shining, I'm good. Top of the toolbox, we've got a rack that stores any tables or wet gear, firewood, anything that you just don't want to put inside. Nice full-size spare tire for when you're out, you don't want to get stranded. And trasharoo on the front to hold dirty clothes and whatever. We did an upgrade on the tongue jack, so just in case we're out and it's really gnarly, we've got dual wheels, hardcore heavy-duty tongue jack. Added on some tailgate tables for easy access. Throw our shoes on there at nighttime so they're not on the ground. And then on this side comes with a hot water shower. So just pop this open, it's on-demand hot water with propane plumbed in. Dual awnings. So on this side we've got the ARB just a single pull out. And then on the other side, we got the Cab 270, which is the instant, super fast setup. Love that thing. In the back, we've got a full galley kitchen with Dometic fridge, plenty of room for a week's worth of camping. Pull out sink with cold water plumbed in, dual burner stove. Got nice generous storage in the galley cabinets. Everything you could possibly need. It's got LED lighting on the back as well as on the inside. Super efficient. We've got voltmeter, charging ports, 120 volt in case we're hooked up to shore power. And then we added in a WeBoost cell booster, so when we're way out in the boonies and we don't have good cell service, we can still work remote. So we take this up the mountains summertime and do our jobs with a beautiful view. So that's about everything on the outside. So on the inside, normally it comes standard with a queen size memory foam mattress, but we went and upgraded to a sleep number bed. So we've got a nice soft topper and full adjustability, so the wife is very comfortable. It's got full LED lighting inside, plenty of storage in the cabinets. I added in a Victron battery management monitor, so I keep an eye on the batteries from anywhere. It's got Bluetooth connectivity, just hooks up to the phone. And then an additional switch panel for running things like cameras on the outside, lights so I can control them from the inside, and extra charging ports. So we're fully set up and don't have to worry about losing any juice on our devices. Comes with a nice fan in the ceiling, max air fan. Keeps you cool at night, lets the fresh air in. And then we put a set of RAM mount tracks on the ceiling to mount a tablet to the roof so we can watch movies at night or when it's inclement weather. What really pushed us to the Boreas is the amount of features that you get standard that just come with the trailer. So when we picked ours up in 2019, came with solar, power, full kitchen, awning on the side. I mean, more than you would ever get with most builds. A lot of that stuff is add-on, whereas Boreas, they just include it. And the fact that it's composite, so it's never gonna rot. All right, thanks guys for watching. And if there's any more information, or if you wanna check these out online, go to boreascampers.com. Thanks a lot.
How's it going? My name's Darren. I am a manufacturer rep with Black Series Campers. We are out of Southern California, and we basically designed off-road adventure style trailers. Basically go anywhere you need to go, anywhere your tow vehicle can go, we can pretty much got something that can hook up for you. We are over here at the Overland Expo West in Colorado, enjoying our time here, showing off some trailers. So first of all, for the trailer, we got our full articulating hitch. This guy will get you full motion, left to right on the vehicle, up and down with the block, and then full 360 degrees on the actual hitch itself. That'll get you your full articulation. That way your vehicle and the trailer can pivot at different points and still stay connected safely. We got a little tab here. This basically comes up when you're going off-road. Gives you a little bit more movement to kind of prevent so much pushing on your rig or the vehicle towing. Push it down for street, makes it a little bit more firm. We got your e-brake up here. That way you can lock up the wheels just for a split second so you don't have to worry about chalking them right away. Saves you a little bit of time, but you still need to chalk them when you're gonna keep them where they need to go. We got your electric jack, that's right up front. We got your jockey wheel, a heavy duty one that can swivel up out of the way if needed. We have our Anderson plugs up front, one for the braking system, one is for the electric jack, and we got the other one that goes straight to your house batteries. And the great thing about that is you can plug in another additional briefcase solar panel, so you can plug it and go right into your house batteries and charge it in case you just need to run it 50 feet, 100 feet away. Maybe you're under a bunch of trees and you're not quite getting that solar. We have our front end of our trailer. This is all a European design diamond plating. All the angles are designed for a purpose of deflecting those rocks off of the trailer and downward, not back at your tow vehicle, so it won't damage anything. The frame here is one-piece framing all the way from front to back. It's a hot dip galvanized steel frame. It's going to prevent you from any kind of rusting or elements getting to it with that being hot dipped. The silver section here you got is composite aluminum. That's going to give you your strength, rigidity, but would not add a lot of weight to the trailer itself.
This front compartment, we have a rack for 2 5-gallon jerry can. We have our diesel reservoir here. Our furnace on our units are diesel. They're not propane, they're diesel. So that way you have that compartment up in front. Left side here is for our propane. You can hold 2 bottles of propane, maybe 15 or 30 pound. They hold that as well. We have ventilated holes in the bottom, so keep in a kind of leak situation. We even have a tube that runs up to kind of press that leaks out if necessary. We got one of our 4 floodlights on the very top of the unit. So that we come across the side over here, we come across one of our first rock guards. These bars are here to support, to protect the corners of the trailer so nothing comes up and bangs it or anything happens to it. One of our 4 stabilizer legs. They are not meant for leveling, but they're for stabilizing when you keep the trailer nice and sturdy when you're in there walking around. The first compartment here is our pass-through compartment. Has a door on the other side as well. These breakers are everything that works off of the 30 amp shore power. So we have all residential breakers in there. So very easy, convenient things that need to fix if ever, or repair, or replace. Easy access for all of it. You got your 30 amp shore power. The on-demand water heater, it's tankless water heater. We have our outdoor shower that has a hot and cold knobs in there, so you can actually mix it. You don't have to just guess, and whatever's coming out of the hose is what you have to deal with. Another one of our floodlights. And then we got our water connection. We have the fill for the drinking water, because our HQ models all have a 16-gallon drinking water reservoir that will go through 3 water filters inside of the trailer. This is for your general water. On this particular model, it's a 50-gallon general water. And then you got your city hookups. What we're really famous for as well is our independent suspension. Each one of our wheels have a lower control arm, 2 shocks, a coil spring in the middle, and they all have a polyurethane bushings and Zerk fittings to help maintain those as well, and a retaining chain so that way that wheel does not fully extend and destroy anything on that factor. Nice safety feature. All of the tires come with 265/75 R16s, so they're about a 30-inch tire. So it's one of the larger ones out there for right on the trailer, coming right off of the dealership there. And we'll move around to the back side here. So you got your 2 full-size spares on these units. You have a hitch for mounting like a bicycle rack, maybe a small generator rack. We have our sewage, our black and gray tank dump in the back, on the bottom lower there. We do have these D-rings, these red D-rings. These are rated at 9,000 pounds a piece. So if you happen to get wedged up somewhere, you got to get a pull or help out. Those you can connect to and pull it out. Our rear lights here, you got your backup lights. We have a brake light and turn signal. So we actually have a backup. Most of them don't have a rear backup light, so that's nice backing up in the darkness. We have one of our outdoor speakers, marine grade with a little tweeter on them. This is your black tank flush, so you can fill up your black tank and actually flush it out, just gravity fill. We got your another floodlight on the top here, and then a nice little prep station that folds up. Kind of good spot to put like a crock pot, an Instant Pot, maybe a second camping stove for kind of doing 2 kitchen locations. Our doors are on the unique side. You pull up this tab right here. Screen door separates from the door itself. And now you got a hard reinforced door that has 3 points of contact when it latches up. So that way it stays solid, secure. You can actually lock this guy up, walk away from it, and it's secure and solid, and you still get that ventilation. We have power steps. We got a nice little solar light, so with a motion sensor. So when you're walking up at night, it's just enough for a few hours to kind of light up the area so it's not so dark on you. Our awning is electric. It does have a hand crank in case you lose power or you want to reserve that power, so it is all remote control. This is our outdoor kitchen. We got a 2-burner stove. We got 1 drawer for the utensils, another storage drawer here, little access drawer to get underneath the sink. It's a gravity drain sink, so you can put like a 5-gallon bucket on there, safe from getting water into your gray tank. You have your gas and your water lines are just down below here to hook right into the sink, so they're ready to go. All this will fold up and slide right into the unit. And again, we have another one of our rock guards, and then the other passageway, and another floodlight just over the kitchen. All right, so we're now inside the camper here in our HQ19. We have the microwave, Dometic fridge. All of our cabinetry pops right out. You have a light and exhaust fan for your stove. Got some puck lights on this unit here. There's a little touch light here. Lights up a bar all the way across for some nice lighting right over your countertop. 3-burner stove, gas with electric start, along with the oven. One of our faucets here, this is a residential faucet, so it's quality. You have the general water, you have your drinking water. They both come out of the same spout. And underneath the sink is where our 3 water filter system is at for our drinking water. And then just below the bed is where we have our control for our on-demand water heater. We have, this unit actually comes with a subwoofer, an amplifier, and it all works Bluetooth. So you can hook up your iPad, your phone, whatever. There's no head unit to deal with. It's all right there underneath. Come across right over the doorway there. We have basically our headquarters. This is going to give you all the gauges of how your tanks are doing, your drinking water, general water, gray and black. Your water pumps, because you have 2, one's for your general water, one is for your drinking water. Our fuses are actually push reset fuses for the 12-volt system, so there's no worrying about having auto fuses that you got to replace. This is our little panel here for our solar panel, what it's bringing in, what the batteries are sitting at, and how many amps per hour we're using. You have your touch buttons here for lighting. Our table or dinette will actually collapse down. It actually will telescope down with kind of like an office chair works. So that way it lowers down and lowers back up. There's no removing of the bar, taking the top off. It all just collapses down for you. Got your TV over in this location. Below the seats, you have your inverter. This one has a 2000 watt, 3000 spike pure sine inverter to it. This one on this side is going to have your 4 100 watt AGM batteries with your solar controller, all that good stuff in here as well. Our AC unit, it runs off shore power only, but it's a 13,500 BTU AC unit. On the roof, to power up those batteries, are going to be 4 150 watt solar panels. So you got 600 watts of solar sitting on the roof. Coming into, we have a full bath back here. You have a 1-piece fiberglass shower so that way there's no seams except for where the roof meets the walls, so you don't have to worry about leaking. You have a ventilation. Our shower door will kind of accordion open and close, and it goes back into the unit. So any kind of dripping of the water will stay within the shower versus coming out on your floor and have to worry about that. Magnifying mirror, got a lot of light, a lot of storage. Porcelain sink, residential faucet, porcelain toilet. And this particular unit, HQ19, comes with a 7-gallon washing machine that will work off your shore power as well. And all of this will close and block off with a nice sliding barn door style kind of bathroom door for you. So you can find us at blackseriescamper.com, or you can even take a look at our YouTube channel at officialblackseries.usa, and you'll be able to take a look at some videos of other trailers that we have, things of that, kind of get a good idea of what we have to offer. But definitely come out to our website, take a look, again, blackseriescamper.com, and get all the details you need.
Hey, I'm Adam with Vector Off-Road. We're out here at the Outside Adventure Expo here in Salt Lake City, Utah. We want to show you our Armadillo trailer. Just up front here, you can kind of mount, this is all stuff that you can kind of design and do how you want with your roto packs. It's nice because you can mix and match that with fuel or water or whatever you want to carry up there. And then up front, you got your shore power. You can do an inverter, you got dual batteries. Everything charges when you're plugged into your vehicle, so it charges everything there. It has a 3-bin lighting system that you can't see it right now, but it lights up in the containers when it's dark, obviously. We put the biggest Dometic fridge freezer they make. It's the 95 quart. It's nice because it's dual zone, so you can have it fridge or freezer. It comes on a slide with a lock. Here you got all of your storage containers. You can really do whatever you want with this, store your camping gear, whatever you're doing. And then as far as the racks go, I mean, this is universal. You can mount virtually any tent you want on top of it. We have a variety of tents that we choose to use, but if you have a tent, you can mount your own tent, just whatever you want to do up there. Coming around to the back, you got full kitchen. Hot water, cold water in the sink, two burner stove, drawer for your silverware. Back here you got a little shelf that you can keep dishes or supplies for your kitchen, anything you need back there. So it comes with the tailgate table, kind of nice, just on magnets, really strong magnets, so it holds it up there. Gives you some extra surface space there. This passes through, this is all part of the storage. The trailer comes with the instant hot water heater, so you have cold and hot water obviously. 21-gallon water tank. The dry weight on it is approximately 1,300 pounds, and loaded you're just shy of 2,000 pounds. So you have some good versatility. It's great. We built them designed around the fact that you can tow them with a smaller rig like a Jeep or a Toyota. Lightweight, functional. They have 21 inches of ground clearance, so you can tow them down the toughest of trails with ease, no problem, because they're lightweight. So we use the max coupler setup on the hitch. It gives the trailer great articulation, makes it so that you can tow it over the harshest terrain. It makes it smooth and quiet. If you guys want more information on this trailer, on the Vector Armadillo, you can find us on Instagram on Vector Offroad, or you can find us on our website, www.vectoroffroad.com. So you can message us on Instagram. That's usually the best way to reach out and talk to us. If you have any questions, we can go through and answer them there. We have plenty of content on there that you can kind of see them in use, see what they're capable of, different things, so go check them out.
My name is Rick. This is Bivouac Camping Trailers, a company out of Phoenix, Arizona. We're here to show you the Moab Gobi. Moab Gobi is designed to be a trailer you sleep inside instead of the standard rooftop tent. We make those as well, but this is the one that we're highlighting here. It's a queen size mattress inside, standard queen size mattress, interior cabinets, comfortably sleeping 2 people. We have a fan on the roof, a max fan. We have the rooftop or the roof rack, or you can do an optional rooftop tent, adding more sleeping capacity. On the roof, we have awnings that come out the side, awnings that go all the way around as well. The biggest thing about the Gobi is the construction of it. The walls are an aluminum extrusion with styrofoam insulation. There's aluminum extrusion around the perimeter. There's some aluminum studs, styrofoam insulation, fiberglass interior and exterior panel laminated together. So we get these rigid walls, very lightweight, very strong. We don't use wood for the walls. And then we connect all these walls together and seal them and trim them and all that. It gives us a very, very lightweight but very strong box that we're for off-roading. If you come to the front here, we have an electrical compartment and we have a tankless outdoor shower, tankless hot water heater for an outdoor shower. This one we just happen to have a nozzle on here, but we also have shower heads. So you can put a shower enclosure here that'll have your porta potty toilet, and you have an on-demand hot water shower, 27-gallon fresh water tank. Propane's up here, it's fed to the back. As we walk to the back, I'll show you the galley. We use the rear door to create our galley rear awning. The galley itself, 2-burner stove. Here's our sink, hot water running to the rear sink. We also have optional refrigerators, front opening refrigerators or top opening coolers in the rear. We have a stub out for the propane barbecue that comes on the spare tire gate, and then these prep tables that'll flip up as well. So when you swing the spare tire gate closed, these prep tables go down. But basically what it gives you is gives you somewhere to prep your food, barbecue, cook your side dishes, all under the rear door awning. In addition to the Gobi, we also have a few other models, the Ford XL, the ones that utilize a rooftop tent instead. The rooftop tent that will raise up and create extra room and extra space for you. So if you're interested, find us at moabaz.com, MOAB like Moab, Utah, moabaz.com. Again, this is Rick with Bivouac Camping Trailers.
Hi, my name is Ben. I work for Taxa Outdoors, and we're out here at the Outside Adventure Expo. And I can show y'all the 2021 Overland Mantis. This one is more rugged than our standard model. It's more built for the off-road industry. It comes with a Timbren axle-less suspension, and it's a lot more squishy than our standard torsion axle. It comes with a 16-inch wheel upgrade. It also allows you to change the color from white to titanium, and then we also change out the hitch to a lock and roll fully articulating hitch. We also change out the stabilizer jacks to a more robust stabilizer jack. But well, why don't we go inside so I can show you what's inside. So one of the biggest things that sets us apart, and really is right here, is the fact that all of our materials are what I call real materials. There's no particle board, no staples, no nails. It's all real stuff. That you can see is our deck, which is a 1-inch thick marine grade Douglas fir plywood. It's laminated on the bottom for any road grime, and then on the top you have coin flooring that you can pretty much drag a fridge across. Also, one thing on the flooring, it's entirely seamless front to back, side to side. So if you spill anything in the top side, it's not going to leak into your deck and start to deteriorate that deck faster. So yeah, we have our deck, we have our cabinetry, countertop. Like I said, it's all real wood. So if you are a handyman and like to change things up or fix things yourself, this is probably the trailer that will work best for you. Everything's exposed, nothing's hidden. So if you have a plumbing issue, an electrical problem, 9 times out of 10 you can find it and fix it all on your own. But of course, if you have to take it to a dealership, you absolutely can. So this is our largest model. This is the only model that we have an indoor shower and toilet. So this works as a countertop as standard, and then you flip this up, and then you have a shower curtain that is in here that basically gets hooked onto these 4 hooks on the ceiling, comes down and snaps in to these 4 spots on here, making that shower curtain nice and tight, which allows or does not allow the water to escape. And then you have a fully functional toilet that has a cassette that pulls out from the exterior, so you don't have to walk this thing through your habitat. It flushes as long as you use the enzyme and follow the instructions. It is a fantastic toilet. It keeps all the smell out and very easy to clean and to maintain. One of the other big features of this one here, so we started off with the Cricket that's basically designed to sleep 2 adults and 2 children under 5 feet. The Mantis can sleep 4 adults standard. You can actually hang a hammock on the inside of it and get 1 more adult in here. But this is the bunk beds. So basically this goes up and you can sleep a full adult up here. I'm 6'1", I weigh about 190 pounds. And I would rather sleep here, but I for sure can sleep up here and have before. But it also folds down to present you with this couch type atmosphere. And then if you have bikes or any gear that you would like to bring, this goes up, and then you have a carabiner that pops in right here, and you can store 2 to 3 full-size bikes with both wheels on. So this is probably the best, also the safest place to travel with bikes, especially if you have a high-end bike. But you do have another option to throw your bikes on the roof as well. That goes down like a couch, and that's that. If you want to come on in here, I could show you the kitchen. So 2020 and 2021 models, we went from a combination sink and stove to a separate stove and sink, just to give you a lot more room and give you kind of the same size that you would have at your house. So now you can actually make a full meal in here. We designed this thing to be a little bit like a food truck. Basically, you cook and prep here. You could hand everything out the windows here with all your people in chairs or picnic table or wherever they're at. It comes standard with an AC, and the AC is pretty neat. This thing slides in and out, so when you get to your campsite, basically you unlock these and just slide that guy out, and that allows that AC to fully breathe and to cool this down thing as efficiently as possible. And then another plus to our stuff, it seems simple, but these milk crates are actually very easy to take inside your house, pack out, move them back in here, snap them into place, very easy. And then if you need any seats by the campfire, you can take these outside, flip them over, and then you got seats. This has a Truma hot water heater and furnace inside of it. The furnace will keep you nice and warm even if you are camping in pretty extreme cold. I would say anywhere from 10 degrees up, you're going to be comfortable. Down below that, you will start to add some blankets and stuff. But the Truma is way overpowered to handle the volume in here. So you will get some heat loss through your tent, but this thing will be able to keep up even if you're in, like, say 10-degree weather. And your truma is located down here, as well as if you pull this out, you can get to all your plumbing, and you can also take this cap here off and get to every plumbing. So like I said, if anything goes wrong while you're out there in the field, 9 times out of 10 you can find it and fix it all on your own with just a few tools. That's the way we try to design all of our habitats, is because we know, especially with being off-grid, the last thing you want is a complicated issue while you're out there. So we try to keep everything accessible. Nothing is ran through the walls. You can access everything. And then back here, we have a platform that will accept a fridge. You could fit any fridge in here. There's a 12-volt socket on the floor to power that fridge. And then you got 2 Group 27 batteries under there that work as basically all your power for this unit. You can stay out a lot longer. All of our habitats are pre-wired to accept solar. So if you have a small solar panel on a Mantis, I would expect you to have about a 150 watt. If you have that, as long as you have food and water, you can basically stay out as long as you want. These things are very lightweight. The dry weight of a standard Mantis is right under 3,000 pounds. It allows you to store about 1,000 pounds of cargo, which drives you up to just around 4,000 pounds. So if you have a SUV or a truck that can pull at least 5,000, you can pull this, no problem. I would suggest about a 7,000 pound tow rating, but you don't have to have that. It's just if you get into mountains, it's going to be a way easier pull. But you have a dinette table with seats 4. It swivels to allow people to kind of scoot around it. It also works good to play cards or whatever. But this guy here comes off, flips over. Got a button down here that you just put your foot on. This thing unscrews. There's a spot for this back there, but I'm just going to throw it here. It's a very common spot. And I'll climb up here so you can kind of see it. This goes down to form the bed, and then this goes over here. So you have a full bed here for 2 grown adults, and then like I said, it's very easy to pop up during the day, and a lot of people will attach cargo nets up here so that during the day they basically stuff all their blankets and their pillows up top. So again, very simple. Our motto is to give you everything you need and nothing that you don't. So try to keep it as simple as possible, lightweight, and good quality materials. So as I was saying, you can sleep 4 adults on the inside. If you hang a hammock, you can actually sleep 5. But what's cool about this one is that when your kids get a little bit older, they want to bring their friends, you have the option to fit a 3-person folding rooftop tent up top. You could get 3 more spots up top. So if your kids want to bring their friends or anything like that, you can add on to this to be able to do that. And then you have this massive back door that also works as a rain shed as well, especially when you put the strap that we have that basically goes from here down to here and holds that guy just a little bit down to shed that water off. Or if you have a rooftop tent like this, then you kind of already have a built-in awning. It comes with a spare tire as standard. It's a full size. It's the exact same size as the ones that are on it now. Basically, you stick your stabilizer jack tool in here, lower that guy down, change your tire out. We got 3 steps on the back to get you all the way up to the top. These things are designed to also hold a jerry can of water or fuel, whatever you may need, and has 2 bottle openers to crack open your beverage of choice. And this is the opposite side of the AC and everything. So all these windows, they open up fully. They have screens, and they also have a blackout shade, so you can choose one or the other. This is the back of the AC. Like I said, it just allows all that to breathe right and drain properly. And then when you're done, this thing slides back in and locks. And then you pull this guy down, and it goes in right there. Nice clean look on the backside. We are equipped with an outdoor shower. We provide you with a shower tent that this basically will hang on the inside. This has hot and cold water on it. So depending It depends on how you camp. I usually don't use the shower tent. I just leave my shorts on and hose off, but this is great to wash dishes with, hose off your bikes, hose off your kayaks, wash your dog, kids, whatever. This is the most useful part of it, in my opinion, especially since you do have the hot water out here as well. We have a 30 amp plug-in, but what we provide you with is a pigtail to drop it down to a regular 15 amp cord. This unit, you can plug this into your garage to a regular outlet. You don't have to be at a site that has 30 amp. You can easily be at a tent site that has a 120 15 amp plug, and you're fine. This unit does not pull more than that. You got your solar input, which is an SAE style plug. Most solar companies, if not all of them, make an adapter that will go to that plug to make it very easy to add solar to this option or to this trailer. You can hard mount them. I usually go with the portable kind, just because if anything goes wrong or if you want to park in the shade, you have that option to move that panel around. We have a city water inlet, and then we also have a fresh tank fill right here that fills a 20-gallon tank on the bottom. This is your Truma exhaust, and on the back side of here, this is the other side of that cassette toilet. But basically what this does is when this thing is full, you can unclip this and pull this whole guy out. It has wheels on it and a handle. You can just wheel this out and dump it at your local dump station. Very clean, very easy to use. Not a whole lot of complications, but the key to any cassette toilet is, of course, the enzyme. So one of the big things on the Overland Edition is the lock and roll hitch. This is a fully articulating hitch, goes all the way up, all the way down, side to side, and it also can spin. So basically any angle that you take on this thing, the hitch will be able to handle it. Also, another cool aspect of these is that most people don't have this side of the hitch, so it cuts down on theft. It's not as easy just to hook up and pull away. You have to have this to be able to pull it. Regular 7-pin. This unit is equipped with electronic brakes. You will need a brake controller to control those brakes. There's a few options. We like to use the wireless Kurt model. It seems to work real well with our habitats. Safety chains. We have the breakaway cable, just in case anything happens. If it falls off your vehicle, that cable will basically snatch out and lock those wheels up so that your trailer doesn't get as much damage. You got two 20-pound propane tanks that power the furnace, the hot water heater, and the stove. And then, yeah, in a nutshell, that is the Overland Mantis. We're built in Houston, Texas. Everything is built, or everything rather, is assembled in-house. All of our parts are American. If you would like to learn more about us, you can go to taxaoutdoors.com. There's a few pages. We have one page per model, and if you scroll all the way down to the Reserve Now, you can see all the prices. And then there's also a button on there to talk to a habitat specialist, which is me and my team, either Kevin, me, myself, Ben, or Jared. And what that will do is that will allow you to schedule some time on our calendar. We can talk about all the specs, where to find one, what to expect when buying, anything that you may want, where to go, anything. We're also very good at troubleshooting any issues that you have, so even after the purchase, you can still fall back on us if you do run into any issues.
This is Tristan with Cedar Ridge Campers. I'm going to show you around our Vega XT model. Yeah, up front here, the Vega XT comes standard with the max coupler. Up front here, we also do have our propane tank, which is plumbed throughout the trailer for our water heater and also the stove, which we'll show later. Also up front here, we have our custom storage box, which can house a 55-liter Dometic fridge. Moving around this side here, we have on the Vega XT, it comes standard with the frame that extends past the body, giving you protection from rocks and trees. And it also comes standard with the stand-on tube fenders and 33-inch tires, all-terrain tires. On this side here, we have our water heater shower system mounted. It's plumbed directly to the propane up front. And also you just hook it down here with a quick connect. That's where your pressurized water is. It goes into here and you have hot water. Around here we have our slide out side table with a stove, and we can option our slide outs a few different ways. We can either do a sink in a stove, just a side table with a drawer, or a side table with a stove, and that's both sides of the trailer. We let the customer configure it the way they want to. And then around back here we have the stove. This is our standard galley countertop, the walnut cabinetry with adjustable shelving. In the middle here, this one does have solar, so as a solar controller, has your water gauge, USBs, lights that are on dimmers, and this one also does have the upgradable 110 outlets. Everything's on gas struts, nice automotive grade seals with compression latches. Also in the back here we have our solar panel. This is a Lightleaf 100-watt solar power. The solar panel comes with a 12-foot cord, so you can remove it and set it off the side of your trailer if your trailer's in the shade and you need to still get solar power. This one also does have the swing out tire carrier, what has the table on this fold-up table. Coming around this side, first off you can see the spare tire. That comes standard with the Bivouac XT full-size spare. Often it's mounted on top of the fender over here versus the swing out. The swing out is an additional option. Here is also your shore power hookup. It's a 15 amp, just regular 110 extension cord. On this side, it has the pantry drawer, which majority of our trailers, people option for the pantry drawer. It's just a deep drawer for storage, pantry items, right there beside your galley. On this one, we do have our roof rack. It can support up to 400 pounds. And it does have the Rome 6.5-foot awning on this one. Then inside, all of our cabins come standard with a 4-inch memory foam mattress, and it's a full queen size mattress. It's a 5-foot by 78 inches, so it's a full queen size. Inside this one has the cabinetry. The cabinetry comes standard. Walnut is an upgrade. This one has the USBs, 12-volt plugs, your light switch. All of our lights are on dimmers. This one does have also the 110-volt plug-ins, and this switch here is for the underlighting. Also inside, this one has reading lights. The headboard shelves here come standard with a 12-volt plug for you to charge all your devices. Up top, we have the Max Air fan. It's a 10-speed fan, comes standard. This one is the upgraded Max Air fan with a remote and thermostat. Also has a rain sensor. This is our Stargazer window. Comes standard with a shade. It's a nice big 2-foot by 3-foot window. A lot of people get claustrophobic in these, or they think they will for sure, and having a Stargazer window really helps out with that. Yeah, this switch here is for the rock lights which are underneath the trailer, which really is nice. Our original trailer, we didn't have that, and it's no direct light, but it really lights up your campsite so you can look around. Like, it's nice for walking around your trailer at night. Thanks for watching. Like I said, we're Cedar Ridge Campers. You can find us at cedarridgecampers.com, and also our social media, Facebook and Instagram at Cedar Ridge Campers.